Hello guys, this is the fourth part of What If Naruto Was the Genius Like His Father. And you are watching Sage What Ifs. If you like the video, please like the video and subscribe the channel. Let's just start the video. Naruto and Jiraiya was at a house which was in a forest. Jiraiya took Naruto there from the village. Jiraiya was sleeping and Naruto woke up early in the morning, and after finishing his morning exercise Naruto was resting there. And his two clones were making the breakfast for him and Jiraiya. After Jiraiya woke up and saw that Naruto was there resting and his clone were making breakfast for them. "You were resting, Naruto, what happened?" Jiraiya asked. "Yeah, I just completed my morning exercise," Naruto said. "So what about that girl you kissed when we were leaving from the village?" Jiraiya asked. "She is Hinata, I like her," Naruto said. "Wow, he got a girlfriend," Jiraiya thought in her mind. Before he can ask something, Naruto said, "Are we going somewhere or I can start my training?" Naruto asked. "No, you can start your training," Jiraiya said. "What are you going to work on?" Jiraiya asked. "I will work on my wind chakra nature," Naruto said. "I think you should work on your nine tails chakra, after that you can work with your own training," Jiraiya said. "You know why I am asking you to train your nine tails chakra? Because if you need to fight with someone with more strength and chakra, you can fight with them normally with nine tails chakra," Jiraiya said. "He is right, Naruto, you should train with my chakra first," Kurama said to Naruto. "But before doing this, tell him to not interfere and not to come into the while you are in my chakra," Kurama said to Naruto mentally. "Yeah, you are right," Naruto said. And then explain it to Jiraiya and told him to not to interfere when he is trying to train with nine tails chakra. Naruto sat into the meditating position and started meditating, and Kurama started increasing his chakra level and increased his chakra level until he got 3 tails. And then told him to start training. Naruto started his training again. "Don't get angry cause my raw chakra is hard to control," Kurama said. "It can take over you," Kurama told Naruto. "And in that case you will lose your control over your body," Kurama told Naruto. After that, Naruto created 2000 clones and ordered them to create bigger Rasengan. And his clone started making giant Rasengan and did it for 10 times. Every time he used the nine tails chakra, Kurama increased his chakra again, and he was able to do it with Kurama's chakra for 30 minutes in a row. That was good, Naruto, but it is enough for the day. It is the limit of 3 tails. Naruto did the same training for 10 days, and he was working on the chakra storing seal, which can store more than 100 times of his original chakra. And then from the next day Kurama increased the volume to the 4 tails chakra. In this state Naruto turns into the fox, like being no visibility of his own. It looks like a fox made up of chakra with 4 tails. Naruto did the same training for 20 days. And in the evening he always uses to work on his seals. Jiraiya knew that Naruto was planning something, but he never asked because he only wanted him to be strong and train good, be a good person, which he was doing good. Every time Jiraiya had to leave for any mission or information gathering, he used to leave a clone of his there to keep an eye on Naruto while Naruto trains. In the evening Naruto was working on his seal, which can store even more chakra than his original chakra, and this evening he was able to make a seal for himself. He did it that evening. But he didn't do anything, he was tired, so he went to sleep that night. The next day he did the same training, and in the evening he applied the seal on himself. He made the seal like this: whenever his chakra increased, the seal analyze it, store the 100 times of the original chakra of the current time. He waited for 2 days to let the seal adjust with his own chakra, and after 2 days he started storing his half of chakra into the seal. He did the same training for the rest of the month to control this state, and now he was able to control 4 tails chakra with the help of Kurama. Whenever Naruto needs to get rid of that chakra, Kurama sucks back his chakra. So Naruto can fight in this state with half of his consciousness. That means he has only half of his control over his mind and body, but it was good enough. And after that Kurama increased the amount of chakra till 5 tails, and in the starting days Naruto was not able to control this much chakra, and after doing this training for 1 month now Naruto was able to control the 5 tails chakra with his partial consciousness. He just can tell Kurama when to stop the chakra. Naruto did the same training for 2 more months. After 3 months of hard work Naruto was partially able to control the 5 tails chakra with his 30% of consciousness. You can't control chakra more than this, so you would just have to make your body strong enough to hold more chakra than this, Kurama said to Naruto. After this much chakra you and I would have more consciousness than you, Naruto, Kurama said. But still we would have to make your body strong enough to hold more chakra, Kurama said to Naruto. After that day Kurama and Naruto trained 4 months with the 6 tails, and then 4 months with 7 tails, and then 4 months with 8 tails. And now his body was able to hold Kurama's 8 tails worth chakra. Jiraiya was impressed and shocked about Naruto's progress, and since last 1.5 year Naruto was storing chakra into the seal, but seal was not full till now. One day when Naruto was meditating, he asked Kurama, "Why his seal is not getting full?" "Because your chakra level is getting bigger by constant use of my chakra and the seal in getting bigger constantly," Kurama told Naruto. "How much time it will take me to full the seal?" Naruto asked. "Around 3 to 4 months, because your seal is 30 to 40% left to get full," Kurama said. "You know exactly how much chakra do you have than before?" "It should be at least 10 times more than before," Naruto said. "When you left the village you had 2 times more chakra than Kakashi, and now you have around 15 times chakra than before," Kurama said. "What, my chakra level is around 15 times to Kakashi-sensei?" Naruto amazingly asked. "Yeah, you were right," Kurama said and smiled towards Naruto. "From now onwards you are going to train with your own chakra," Kurama said. "For getting more chakra than 8 tails you would have to fight with me, and only after fighting me you would be able to get even more than chakra than this," Kurama said. "And you would have to take it from me after the fight," Kurama said. "And for this you would have to be able to fight with me," Kurama said. Naruto nodded at Kurama's comment. "I will start my training from tomorrow," Naruto thought in his mind. "I think it is enough with Kurama's chakra," Naruto said to Jiraiya, and told him that we can't go further than this before I become strong enough to fight with Kurama, Naruto said to Jiraiya. "And for that I would have to make my chakra stronger than his chakra," Naruto told Jiraiya. "You don't as much chakra as him. He is the strongest of tailed beast, you can say the strongest being on the planet I have seen. He is the being with the biggest chakra reserve on earth," Jiraiya said to Naruto. "Don't worry, one day I will be able to fight with Kurama," Naruto said. "If I will not be able to fight him, then I would not be able to surpass all past Hokages. There were 2 Hokage who fought with Kurama, and those were my dad and the first Hokage," Naruto said. "My dad has just sealed the half of Kurama inside me, and he took half of him with himself to the Shinigami angle of death," Naruto said. "And that mean I only have one half of Kurama. And I want to surpass all past Hokage. I would have to be able to fight with Kurama," Naruto said. "Because there was only a person who had won against Kurama," Naruto said. "And he is the most powerful shinobi in the history, so if I want to surpass him I would have to win the fight against Kurama," Naruto said. "You were talking about Hashirama Senju, the first Hokage," Jiraiya said. "Yeah, you were right, Grandpa," Naruto said and gave him a smile. Jiraiya laughed at his comment, but somewhere deep inside he knew that Naruto was not joking. He was concerned about Naruto. He knew which conditions made the first Hokage the strongest shinobi of the history, and if Naruto really wants to go on par with first Hokage then he would have to train a lot. He knew that he was the Uzumaki, and in the chakra level Uzumaki and the Senju clan were at same level, but there were only few members of those clan. Tsunade was the last surviving member of Senju clan, and Naruto was the last member of the Uzumaki clan. He had an Uzumaki student too in the past with the Rinnegan, and he got to know he got killed in the war. So technically Naruto was the last surviving member of Uzumaki clan, Jiraiya thought in her mind. But still Naruto is half Uzumaki, so that means he can't have the same amount of chakra as Hashirama Senju because he was full Senju and the strongest Senju of the history. But still Jiraiya left it like this. From the next Naruto started his training on his own chakra. And the first thing Jiraiya wanted him to train with was Susanoo. So he told Naruto to train his Susanoo first and then he can go on another thing. For 2 months Naruto trained Naruto with his Susanoo, but he didn't know that Naruto never trained with his full chakra, because before even going to train Naruto used to create a clone and used to store his all chakra into his chakra storing seal. After 2 months Jiraiya and Naruto had to go on to a mission, but Jiraiya knew that Naruto didn't learn so many things. He just learned to control and use 9 tails chakra, so he summoned a toad there to keep eyes on Naruto and told the toad whenever he senses any threat nearby he can reverse summon Jiraiya there. And before leaving he told Naruto to summon the toad daily before going to train and asked Naruto to mark him with his flying Rijin formula and warned him to not to pick a fight with someone, and whenever sense the threat just teleport to him. After this Jiraiya left from there. Naruto was just training on his own. He used to summon a toad daily, Jiraiya told him to, and he used to summon Gamakichi and Gamatatsu for the company. Naruto trained his Susanoo for more 3 months and now Naruto can manifest a full-body Susanoo with a body armor, but because of being on half of his chakra he was not able to manage that for so much, and in the meantime Naruto learned to make bigger Rasengan with his own chakra in his Susanoo's hand. Those were the giant Rasengan for Naruto, but those were not even normal Rasengan for his Susanoo. He created bigger Rasengan than his body to make the Rasengan to look normal size. Rasengan for his Susanoo, and at the end he became able to create the Rasengan big enough to look normal in his Susanoo's hand. After 6 months of back-to-back missions and information gathering, Jiraiya came back to Naruto to test his abilities. He reached there in the evening and he found Naruto as usual. He was the same cheery kid. Naruto was happy to see Jiraiya back again. "Tomorrow I will be testing your abilities," Jiraiya said to Naruto, and Naruto nodded. Naruto was happy because his chakra storing seal got full and now he has more than 100 times of his original chakra. And besides, he was not going to train and fight with half of his original chakra. "So what have you done in last 4 months after I left you here?" Jiraiya asked. "I just have trained my Susanoo and make a progress, nothing more," Naruto said. And they both slept. In the next morning Naruto was getting ready to have a spar with Jiraiya waiting for him into the ground Naruto used to train. Jiraiya woke up and found that Naruto was not there and his breakfast were ready. Jiraiya smiled and thought, he really cares for me. But before eating breakfast Jiraiya summoned a toad there, which one he has left to keep an eye on Naruto for his safety, and asked him about his progress. "I can't say that he has learned so much, but he has made a remarkable progress in his training, and he learned nothing except what you told him to do. Sorry about that, but I didn't want him overdue, so that's why I told him to just train with his Susanoo and nothing else. I am sorry, I think I have been selfish here. Since now I am here, I think I am going to teach him some new things," Jiraiya said. "I think he loves so much Jiraiya because doesn't do anything you told him not to do," Toad said. "Yeah, I know," Jiraiya laughed and said. "You know, I always wanted a son like him, but I never got one. But guess what, I got a grandson in him," Jiraiya said and laughed. "You seem so happy today," Toad asked. "Yeah, because I got to spend some more time with my grandson, and after now I will take to mission with me to give him more real fight experience, and now I will keep him with me," Jiraiya said and laughed. Toad smiled towards Jiraiya and said, "So I guess I should leave now." "Yeah, you can go, and thanks for the information." Jiraiya didn't even know what was going to happen. He reached at the training ground and saw the destroyed ground and then asked, "What have you done here, Naruto?" "Nothing, I just trained here with the Susanoo and Rasengan," Naruto said and smiled. "Are you ready to fight, Grandpa?" Naruto asked. "Yeah, always ready to give you a new lesion and teach you a new thing. Sorry I was not able to be there with you for last 4 months," Jiraiya said. "It is okay, I understand," Naruto said. "He is innocent like you, Minato. I think I love him even more than you. I like when he calls me Grandpa. I wish you were alive to see this," Jiraiya thought in his mind. "So let's start," Jiraiya said. "Wait a sec, no cheating, I want to fight you seriously and fair and square," Naruto said. "And you don't have to hold back against me because Kurama got my back, and believe me, I am not going to hold back against you, Grandpa," Naruto said. "No Kurama chakra and no cheat, so let me just remove the flying region mark on your body," Naruto said. "He really is serious, I should respect his feelings," Jiraiya thought in his mind. "So let's just start the fight," Jiraiya said. Jiraiya started attacking on Naruto with fire-style destroyer flames, but Naruto was not there. When Jiraiya was busy in making the fire flames, Naruto created 3 shadow clones to set traps for Jiraiya. One of the shadow clone went towards the wood log. He knew that Jiraiya would probably substitute with the log, and 2 other clones hide into the forest in case of need. They were infusing charka for Naruto. When the flames vanished, another fire-style fire flames came towards him. When did he learn that, Jiraiya thought in his mind. "Are you forgetting about my ability?" Naruto said. Then Jiraiya noticed his Mangekyou Sharingan was active, and he knew that Naruto can copy anything and can recall every single details with his Mangekyou Sharingan. Then they both had started fighting against each other in taijutsu. And so far Naruto was good in that, Jiraiya knew, but he knew that his taijutsu was not as good as him. So he was taking Naruto lightly, but after fighting for 5 minutes continuously, Jiraiya got to know that Naruto has made a progress in taijutsu too. So he started fighting against him with his full potential. Naruto was not able to keep up with that, so he decided to use the genjutsu on Jiraiya. He knew that it will not be good enough, but it can buy Naruto time for making the hand signs for the ninjutsu to attack on Jiraiya. And the moment Jiraiya looked into Naruto's eyes, Naruto put him into the genjutsu. Jiraiya instantly released the genjutsu, but it gave Naruto to make the hand signs, and before Jiraiya could do something, Naruto created a big water wave and then added lightning into the water wave. At the last moment Jiraiya substituted with a log, and the moment he substituted another water wave came there and was going to hit Jiraiya, he again substituted from there. This time he was in front of another hidden clone. Did he made a trap from before? How could he reach at these locations so soon? Jiraiya thought in his mind. Now the clone started attacking on Jiraiya. He was giving a good fight to Jiraiya, but at the end Jiraiya subdued the clone. Naruto got all the clone memories and thought now it was time to open the big cards. What, that was the clone where in Naruto? Jiraiya thought in his mind. Both of the clone reached there and started fighting against Jiraiya. They were just fighting but with Jiraiya, but Naruto dispelled them. Naruto got their memories and now he knew where Jiraiya was. Those two were clones too, Jiraiya said. Naruto reached in front of Jiraiya and started manifesting the Susanoo and created a full-body Susanoo, but it was not the full form of his Susanoo. Jiraiya saw it and said, "It is good, Naruto, you have managed to do this much, you have done as expected." Jiraiya summoned Gamabunta there and said, "Come on Bunta, now we are going to fight against Naruto. He is training with us, so help me fight him." "You can't fight with the kid alone," Gamabunta said and laughed. "Take a look there," Jiraiya said, and when Gamabunta saw it, since when did he learn that he is getting stronger so fast? Jiraiya. "Let's just start then," Gamabunta said. "Let's test his abilities." Naruto saw Gamabunta there, so he waved towards him and greeted him. Gamabunta greeted back and said, "Are you ready, kid?" Naruto nodded, and then Gamabunta started attacking on Naruto. Naruto thought it would not be enough to fight with Gamabunta, so he increased the amount of chakra into the Susanoo. Gamabunta saw it and said, "He can make it even bigger, it is impressive." "Me too, didn't knew it, now start attacking before he can do something," Jiraiya said. "He was bigger than me in the size even before and he is increasing the size again, it would be a tough match," Jiraiya, Gamabunta said. Naruto created the full-sized Susanoo. Jiraiya saw it and said, "That is amazing." "Yeah, I think he is," Gamabunta said and started attacking on Naruto. Gamabunta attacked on Naruto with his sword. Naruto caught the sword and then punched Gamabunta. Gamabunta got a little back. Naruto knew that Gamabunta was a good fighter. He even cut the one tails in hand, so he again increased the chakra amount for the Susanoo, and again another layer of chakra covered the Susanoo. "What, is he capable of this much now?" Bunta said. "Yeah, because he training on only his Susanoo since last 6 months," Jiraiya said. Gamabunta punched Naruto and Naruto punched him. Naruto slipped back a little and Gamabunta too. "It is no use, Jiraiya," Gamabunta said. "We would have to use the ninjutsu on his. It would be no effect on Naruto," Jiraiya said. "We would have to attack on him physically," Jiraiya said. "You are faster than him, take advantage of it," Jiraiya said, and then Gamabunta started attacking on Naruto again and again. He punched Naruto 3 times, but Naruto punched him just once. Gamabunta flew back a little bit. "It is no use, Jiraiya, he is stronger," Bunta said. And now Naruto wanted to end it up soon, so he created a Rasengan in Susanoo's hand. "Do anything but don't get hit by that Rasengan, Bunta, you know how much it can hurt you," Jiraiya said. Naruto started attacking on Gamabunta now in a bit faster speed, but Gamabunta dodged the Rasengan. When Rasengan hits the ground, it created the crater in the ground. So this is how he destroyed the ground, and now I understand what he meant when he said he was working on his Susanoo and Rasengan. "We are reaching the summoning limit," Jiraiya, Gamabunta said. Gamabunta vanished from there. Naruto saw it and deactivated his Susanoo, and now he was in normal form. "You have done good, Naruto, but how would you fight now? You have used your so much chakra. You now it I have a big chakra reserve, think about you," Naruto said. "It would be hard now to fight against him," Naruto thought in his mind, and then deactivated him gravity seals. "What, you were fighting with me with gravity seal on?" Jiraiya said. And now Naruto was so fast he was attacking on Jiraiya faster than before. He is getting upper hand on me because of his speed. Before Jiraiya can do something, Naruto created 100 clones to attack on Jiraiya. Jiraiya saw it, thought it is bad, I can't fight against this speed and with this much clones. So Jiraiya created 100 clones to fight with Naruto's clones and left from there and hide into some place. Jiraiya summoned Elder Toads there to fight against Naruto and started merging with them. Naruto clones killed all the Jiraiya clones, and when there was no one they dispelled themselves. And now Naruto was looking for Jiraiya. Naruto placed his 2 fingers on the ground and started looking for Jiraiya's chakra. Naruto got Jiraiya's location. Naruto started heading towards there. He reached there and saw Jiraiya was changed. Now he has a beard on his face and he had some frog-like features on his face, and there were 2 elder toads on his face. Jiraiya already told Elder Toads everything about Naruto, so they were ready to have a fight with Naruto to check his full abilities. Naruto attacked on Jiraiya, but Jiraiya dodged it. Then Jiraiya hits Naruto. Naruto barely dodged it. Naruto was confused now how Jiraiya got this much strength and speed. I doubt this is his full strength. This is why people call him Toad Sage. Naruto thought in his mind. I would have to be careful now, I can't get hit by this much strength, Naruto thought in his mind. And now Naruto started using more chakra to increase his strength. Now created 1,000 shadow clones again with the strategy to mark Jiraiya with his flying region. Naruto's clones started attacking on Jiraiya, but Jiraiya killed all of the clones in few minutes and the clones were not able to land a single hit on Jiraiya. Naruto got the memories of all clones, so he made another plan to counter this. This time he created 3,000 shadow clones, 2,000 to attack on Jiraiya and another 1,000 to mark all the nearby locations, and then Naruto spread his kunais in all the directions and made a giant Rasengan to attack on Jiraiya. He headed in Jiraiya direction and all the clones after marking all the nearby locations started heading towards Jiraiya. And now 3,000 clones were heading towards Jiraiya with Rasengan in their hands and Naruto was heading towards him with a giant Rasengan in his hand. Jiraiya saw a giant Rasengan while fighting with other clones when Jiraiya was heading into Naruto's direction. He got distracted by the giant Rasengan. He was heading towards Naruto, killing all the clones in the way, but of those clones put a mark on Jiraiya and dispelled himself. The moment Naruto got clones' memories, he teleported somewhere else from there. Jiraiya saw this. He was confused why Naruto teleported from there. And now he fighting with other clones. He killed all the clones. And now Jiraiya was alone there. He sensed Naruto's chakra and headed into his direction. Now Jiraiya was in front of Naruto. I guess you have exhausted your chakra, Naruto, Jiraiya asked. Who told you that I am exhausted, Naruto said. Then why did you teleport from there, Jiraiya asked. I don't my opponents about my move, Naruto said. How much you can manage this form, Naruto asked. And why should I tell you about this, Jiraiya said. Okay, don't tell. Let me check it is limit myself, I can do it myself, Naruto said and crossed his fingers and again created 1,000 clones to attack on Jiraiya. All the clones were attacking on Jiraiya now with the Rasengan in their hands. After fighting for 10 minutes with Jiraiya, Naruto was getting tired. Because he used so much chakra and exhausted his own chakra. Naruto was thinking about to activate the seal to check out how much Jiraiya can last. Wait a sec, Naruto, Kurama said. Those two toads are gathering the chakra for him. If they would not be there he will lose this form, I guess, Kurama said. Yeah, let's check out his limit, Naruto said to Kurama. Let me lend you some chakra, Naruto, Kurama said. I want to test my own stored chakra, Naruto said. Let me first a bit chakra from my stored chakra to check. I would ask you for the chakra when I need it, Kurama. By the way, thanks for the help, Naruto said. How many time I have told you to not to thank me, Kurama said. You know what, you are the best, Kurama, Naruto said. And now Naruto opened his chakra storing seal and his chakra recovered. And he's showing so much chakra now. Jiraiya was shocked and he was confused how suddenly Naruto got so much chakra. Naruto started attacking on Jiraiya with more speed and now he was able to keep up. With up Jiraiya in speed and his strength was good. Naruto was using the chakra in his every strike and he used the chakra on his whole body to be able to get a hit by Jiraiya. Jiraiya land hits on Naruto for few times but Naruto's chakra was healing him wounds itself. Even Naruto was shocked to see that his own chakra was healing him on his own. He was not even doing anything. And Naruto too hits Jiraiya. Sometimes Jiraiya's body was strong but still he can't heal himself as fast Naruto can. You are doing too much, Jiraiya boy, it is not a real fight and your student is quite a shinobi, you know as all abilities now, why don't you stop now, one of the elder toads said to him. His name was Fugasaku. I want to know his limit, Lord Fugasaku, Jiraiya said. You can ask him his limit, you are hurting yourself, Jiraiya boy, and now see the boy, he is hesitating to attack on you. Then why isn't he finishing in up, Jiraiya asked. Maybe he wants to know your limits, Fugasaku said. I guess I hurt him too much and he is injured now, Naruto said to Kurama. Naruto was sad now. I am going to finish it now, Naruto said to Kurama. Naruto got ready to fight and now he created 5 clones and all created the Rasengan. Jiraiya saw Naruto was ready again to fight. Naruto teleported from there and reached behind Jiraiya and before hitting him Naruto vanished the Rasengan and touched his back and said one hit and vanished from there. Then clones did the same and the last clone did the same and said this was the 6th and last hit. Naruto said you lost, Grandpa, Naruto said. What, when did you mark me, Naruto, Jiraiya asked. In the starting when you enter the Sage mode, Naruto said. Then why were you fighting against me, Jiraiya asked. I just wanted to know about your limit, Naruto said. But why were you fighting even when you were injured, Naruto asked. I was thinking the same, I also wanted to know about your limit, Naruto said. You know it, I have a vast amount of chakra and plus I have Kurama with me, Naruto said. I would have to admit in Naruto boy you are an impressive shinobi, Fugasaku said. Thanks Gramps, Naruto said. How did you get so much chakra all of a sudden, Naruto said. Jiraiya. Oh, about that. That was my stored chakra, Naruto said. How did you store the chakra into your body, asked Jiraiya. I have created a seal like Grandma Tsunade, Naruto said. At first she used to store the chakra for healing purpose and she doesn't use it fully for the fight, Jiraiya said. So is your seal full or not, Jiraiya asked. Yeah, it is full now, Naruto replied. You don't have a seal mark on your body and neither you have a marks on your body when seal is active. I think you should have a mark on your body when you open your seal, it looks cool, Jiraiya said. It is okay for me. To do that I would have to change the seal of make changes into that and this will take some time and that time I can use in my training, Naruto said. We will be working on other things as well now, Jiraiya said. They were having a spar since the morning so they slept after eating dinner. In the next morning Jiraiya got a message that he had to go on a spy mission and in this mission he can't take Naruto with him. Because Naruto was not a spy type. Jiraiya was thinking what to do. An idea came to his mind that he should send Naruto to the Mount Mayuboku to learn Sage mode which will make him even more strong. It is a good idea, Jiraiya thought in his mind and went to Naruto in the training ground where Naruto was meditating. What are you doing, Naruto? Jiraiya asked. I was just thinking about to work on my chakra nature, Naruto replied. I need to talk to you, Naruto, Jiraiya said. What you want to talk about, Naruto asked. I need to go a mission again and it is important, Jiraiya said. What, you are going on a mission again, Naruto asked. Naruto was angry now. Don't worry, Naruto, I have a good plan for you, Jiraiya said. I don't care about your plan, Naruto said and turned his face from Jiraiya's side. Naruto tried to understand. It is important mission, I too want to be here with you but it is for the sake of village, Jiraiya said. Besides I have a good plan for you, just listen to me once, I bet you will like it, Jiraiya said. And what if I don't, Naruto said. Then I will buy you your favorite ramen, Jiraiya said. Really, Naruto said to Jiraiya said. Yeah, Jiraiya replied. So what's your plan, Naruto asked. I want to go on Mount Mayuboku and to learn the Sage Jutsu there, Jiraiya said. You just need to be there until I come back to you from the mission, Jiraiya said. A good plan but I still want ramen, Naruto said. What, you agreed that I would have to buy you ramen if you don't like the plan, Jiraiya said. Yeah, I have changed my mind, ramen or no Sage Jutsu training, Naruto said. Are you blackmailing me, Jiraiya asked. Whatever you think, if you don't want me to tell it to Grandma Tsunade that you left me alone for 4 months during the training, get me my favorite ramen and minimum 100 packs or no deal, Naruto said. He is a shinobi stronger than me and a genius and still acts like kids, Jiraiya thought in his mind. His habits are like Kushina strong, a childish, Jiraiya thought in his mind. Okay, I will buy you ramen but you are going to Mount Mayuboku to learn Sage Jutsu, Jiraiya said. Naruto nodded and said only after getting my ramen. Jiraiya smirked. He knew that Naruto would not be allowed to eat ramen there, he would have to eat toad food. Jiraiya bought him his favorite ramen and then summoned a toad there. Go tell Lord Fugasaku or Lady Shima to reverse summon me and Naruto there, Jiraiya said to Toad. Toad vanished from there and after few minutes Fugasaku summoned him to Mount Mayuboku. I guess it is the time, Jiraiya boy, Fugasaku said. Yes, Lord Fugasaku, can you please teach him the Sage Jutsu? I wanted him to learn few more things before learning Sage mode but I would have to go on a mission so I have no choice but to leave him here, it would be good for his safety, Jiraiya said. Don't worry, Jiraiya boy will teach him the Sage Jutsu. You can go for your mission, Fugasaku said and took Naruto with him. My name is Fugasaku and she is Shima, Fugasaku introduced. And I am Naruto Uzumaki, Naruto replied. Fugasaku had high hopes from Naruto so he took Naruto to the Elder Sage. And then introduced Naruto to Elder Sage. He is new student of Jiraiya and me and Jiraiya has high hopes that he is the child of prophecy you told us before. After a minute Elder Toad replied, yeah, child of prophecy, that blue-eyed human who will cause a big change. I remember that, but my lord Naruto has not the blue eyes, he had red Sharingan eyes. Nope Gramps, I had blue eyes before but someone transplanted these eyes into me when I was kid to use me later, but I am happy to say that it helped one of my friend, Naruto said. Elder Sage slept again. He was not replying, so Fugasaku took Naruto with him. On the way Naruto asked about the Elder Sage. He is oldest sage here. He is alive from the time of Sage of Six Paths, Fugasaku said. Who is Sage of Six Path? Naruto confusingly asked. He was the founder of Shinobi World. He created the Ninja Creed. They say that he was the first to use the chakra and he was the one who shared chakra with everyone. He was so strong his name was Hagoromo Otsutsuki. He was the first human to learn Sage Jutsu here and you were fourth one who was going to learn that jutsu. Who was the second one? Naruto asked. Naruto thought Jiraiya was the third one to learn the Sage Jutsu. Second one is Jiraiya boy, Fugasaku said. And now Naruto was confused. He was thinking that who could be the third person to learn the Sage Jutsu. I see Naruto boy, you must be curious to know who was the third person to learn the Sage Jutsu here. It was your father Naruto boy. Unlike your master, your father had perfect Sage Jutsu. What do you mean by perfect Sage mode, and does that mean Grandpa's Sage Jutsu in not perfect? Naruto asked. Yes, you are right Naruto boy. You noticed that Jiraiya grew up the beards and he had some toad-like features all of a sudden. Me and Shima needs to merge with him to control the Sage energy into his body. The nature energy is so hard to control, Naruto said. You can gather only that much Sage energy. What much you have chakra, and it is good in your case that you have a lot of chakra. Don't worry, you have so much time to learn the Sage Jutsu. We will start the training from tomorrow in the morning. Till that time you can rest for today, Fugasaku said. They were beside a pool where Gamakichi and Gamatatsu were swimming and having fun. Naruto waved the hand towards them and said, "Hey Gamakichi and Gamatatsu." "Hey Naruto, what are you doing here?" Gamakichi asked Naruto. "I came here to learn Sage Jutsu. Grandpa left me here." After saying this, Naruto jumped into the water and started playing with them. "A shinobi stronger than Jiraiya acts like kids," Fugasaku said. "You have seen his abilities?" Pa Gamabunta asked. "Yeah, I have seen his abilities yesterday," Fugasaku said. "Well, I knew that he will become an impressive shinobi. He was 12 when he fought with one-tail Shaku, at least for few minutes, but still it is a big achievement for a kid. He wasn't even scared a bit to go in front of Shukaku to fight him," Gamabunta said. "Yeah, he is an impressive shinobi," Fugasaku said. "He fought Jiraiya when Jiraiya was in Sage mode." Gamabunta was impressed with him. "From tomorrow I will be teaching him Sage Jutsu. I have high hopes that he is the child of prophecy, and so has Jiraiya," Fugasaku said. From the next morning Naruto started his training. First of all, you would to meditate and just sense the nature energy, and then you will work on to stay still and then absorbing then nature energy, and the fourth and last step would be to use the nature energy into the real fight. That means you will be training with Sage Jutsu chakra, Fugasaku said. First 2 days Naruto just meditate to sense the nature energy. In the end of 2nd day he was able to sense the nature energy. And then the next step was to absorb that energy. It was so difficult to absorb the nature energy for him. He made no progress in the whole day, so in the evening of the 3rd day Fugasaku told him about the toad oil. "This is the toad oil, Naruto boy. When you apply this toad oil on your body you would be able to sense the nature energy more fast than normal. It seems a hard thing. It will take so much time to do so. Can I do it with the help of my clones?" Naruto asked. "Nope, because as much as you create the clones your chakra will divide more, and the less chakra your body can handle and your consciousness will divide too, right? And whenever the clone will dispel your body will get the energy all of a sudden, and this can harm your body," Fugasaku said. "You can create only 2 clones to this exercise because I can't be everywhere with you, and when your body will absorb more chakra I will release that energy from your body. Remember, so much nature energy can turn you into stone. I will be there with you every time you will train, okay?" Fugasaku said. Naruto nodded. And from the next day Fugasaku ordered him to stay still. The whole day Naruto did the same exercise. First 2 hours on the ground and then rest all the day on the high pointy mountains. And again next day he again trained with the nature energy, but every time he absorbs less or more chakra, so Fugasaku beats him to release all the chakra. "My whole body is aching because of your beatings," Naruto said. "It is hard to do it, Naruto boy, but it will make you as strong as your father and master." They both did the same training, Fugasaku said. "If they did this, then I would do it too," Naruto said, and then jumped into the oil pool and came out of the pool and started absorbing the chakra. He absorbed too much chakra, so Fugasaku hits him again and said, "Do you want to die, Naruto boy?" "Come on Grams, I knew it, you were there with me. Nothing will happen to me," Naruto said. "He sure has a lot of guts," Fugasaku thought in his mind. Naruto again did the same training and he was able to absorb the chakra, and it was not good enough and he got some toad aspects too. And on the next day he learned to stay still on the pointy mountains. And next 2 to 3 days Naruto tried to absorb the nature energy without toad oil, and on the pointy mountains in the evening of third day his balance been a little off, so he fell from the mountain on the ground directly. "Why don't you catch me, Gramps?" Naruto said. "It hurts." "Wait a sec, it doesn't hurt that much," Naruto said. Again for next 2 Naruto did the same training and now he was able to do it perfectly. Fugasaku noticed in the evening there were no frog aspects and the rings around his eyes. The rings around him eyes with no frog aspects clearly means he has become a perfect sage. The one who surpasses Jiraiya boy in terms of sage art. Now he needs to train the sage art, Fugasaku thought in his mind. I didn't expect him to learn the sage art this fast, Fugasaku thought in his mind. And the next morning Fugasaku took Naruto to the training ground. There were so many frog statues. Fugasaku asked Naruto to pick up one of the statue. "I don't get it, what does that mean?" Naruto said. "Do as I say, Naruto boy." Naruto tried to pick up the statue with so much efforts. Naruto picked up the statue and then placed it on the ground. "What was that for, Gramps?" "Why you asked me to pick up the stone?" Naruto asked. "It took you so much efforts to pick up the statue, right?" Fugasaku said. Naruto nodded. And then Fugasaku picked up the statue and showed it Naruto and said, "With sage chakra you can pick it more easily, it gives you so much strength," Fugasaku said. "Now absorb the chakra and try to do it again," Fugasaku said. Naruto absorbed the sage chakra and tried to pick up the stone again, but this time it took no effort to pick up the stone. "Yeah, you were right, I can easily pick up the stone." "Yeah, because your body is strong in its normal form too, Jiraiya boy. Our next target is to train with sage chakra," Fugasaku said. "Yeah, sure," Naruto said. For rest of the months Naruto trained with sage chakra. "You have trained with your sage chakra, Naruto boy, and the last final step is left. Is to merge with your body. So that your body don't run out of sage chakra when you fight someone." Fugasaku said he tried to merge with Naruto but he was not able to do it. "I afraid I can't merge with your body because of the 9 tails fox into your body, so would have to fight with your chakra into your body," Fugasaku said. "Don't worry, I will find a solution for that." And from the next day Naruto started to work on another chakra storing seal with which he can get the only amount of chakra he needs for fight and can store more chakra. It will be like he never runs out of chakra until the seal gets empty. And from that Naruto used to train with his sage chakra. He used to leave his 2 clones to absorb the chakra and he used to train, so whenever he runs out of chakra he used to create another clone and then dispel one clone to recover the sage chakra. "I would have to admit it is a creative solution, but still, how are you thinking to use it into the fight?" Fugasaku said. "Whenever I will need the sage chakra I will create a clone and teleport it to my house or somewhere safe to gather the nature chakra and then dispel him in case I need chakra to gain his sage chakra," Naruto explained. "So it would be like my 2 clones will be always gathering the sage chakra in my house and I will be using the chakra, so in the real fight it wouldn't even take second to gain the sage chakra," Naruto said. "I see, what a created solution," Fugasaku thought in his mind. "So it means you wouldn't even need us in the fight while using sage mode," Naruto said. Naruto did the same training for the whole months and he can now perfectly use the sage chakra with toads there, and he was able to create the chakra storing seal to store the sage chakra, and it was the time to check the seal and apply it on his body. He just made it to store only 10 times chakra of his original chakra. He thought that he will be creating another seal which can hold 100 times of his original chakra. Naruto was going to put some chakra into the seal. But Kurama stopped him and said, "Don't put your original chakra into the seal, Naruto." "Why so, Kurama?" Naruto asked. "First open up your chakra storing seal and put your stored chakra into the seal," Kurama said. "Yeah, I think I understand. What are you trying to say? If I will put my stored chakra into the seal, so the original chakra for the sage chakra seal will be my stored chakra and I will be able to store 10 times sage chakra of my stored chakra and then would be plenty," Naruto said. "Thanks for the idea, Kurama," Naruto said. For the next whole month Naruto did the training with his only 1 clone and left another clone to just fill up the seal. Since now he was the perfect sage, his clones can use and absorb the sage chakra on their own too. In the end of the month his seal was full in his perfection and the speed of gathering nature chakra was increasing day by day. One evening Naruto was talking to Kurama about this. Naruto said, "Since now my seal is full, I have a lot of chakra. Don't you think I would be able to handle your chakra too?" Naruto asked. "You were thinking about the fight, right, Naruto?" Kurama asked. "Yeah, I was thinking about this," Naruto said. "It would be spar as you do with your master and your friends," Kurama said. "I understand that, but I don't to take the chakra from you forcefully," Naruto said. "It would be just for once and it nothing like anything would change," Naruto Kurama said. Think about it, your vast amount of chakra. With my full chakra you would have an infinite amount of chakra. Right now how much chakra you have? Kurama asked. My original chakra is 15 times of Kakashi-sensei, and then my stored chakra makes my chakra 1,500 times of his chakra, and then I have 10 times Sage chakra stored chakra, and that makes my chakra 15,000 times bigger than Kakashi-sensei's chakra. Yeah, you are right, equal to an army alone. Kurama said. You just need to work on your skill in jutsu now, Kurama told Naruto. When we will get together without the seal we would have almost infinite amount of chakra, Naruto said. The day will come you will surpass the first Hokage too, Kurama said. Yeah, soon enough. After that day Naruto started working on his Susanoo with his Sage chakra and started training with that. His Sage chakra Susanoo is stronger than his normal Susanoo. He did this kind of training for the next 3 months. One day Fugasaku was confused why Naruto was not running out of chakra. He was not even dispelling any clones. How are you doing it, Naruto boy? Fugasaku asked. I created the seal to store the Sage chakra, and now I don't need to worry about the chakra shortage in the fight. I stored an amount of chakra with which I can fight for hours together without running short of chakra, Naruto said. I see you really are creative, Naruto boy, and you got even stronger than before. When you will return to your village you will be the strongest shinobi of your village, Fugasaku said. I got Jiraiya's message, he will be coming in few days, Fugasaku said. And then Naruto started his training again. After few days Naruto was laying on the ground thinking about his abilities. Now he was able to use the Sage chakra Susanoo Giant Rasengan, Massive Rasengan, Super Massive Rasengan, and he trained with another jutsu too. And he was thinking about to work on his wind chakra nature, and this was the day when Jiraiya will come back there. Jiraiya came back there to see Naruto and check out his progress. Jiraiya met with Naruto and asked how much you have learned in last 6 months. Jiraiya asked. He has learned the perfect Sage Jutsu, Fugasaku said. That's nice, Naruto. What do you think, like to have a spar with Sage Jutsu? Jiraiya asked. Sure, why not, Naruto replied. Gather Sage Chakra, Naruto, let me see how much you can do, Jiraiya said. Naruto heard it and then activated his seal, and the marking appeared around Naruto's eyes, and now he has mark on his forehead, a small round mark, and then another round mark on that mark, which was because of his 2 chakra storing seals. Inner one was because of high normal stored chakra and the outer one was for Sage chakra. Jiraiya was surprised to see this and asked, how did you enter in Sage mode this quick? Because I have stored Sage chakra, Naruto said. How much stored chakra do you have? Jiraiya asked. I can fight for whole day with that much chakra, Naruto said. Oh, that's amazing, Naruto, Jiraiya said. I guess I don't need to check your abilities now, I just wanted to know how were you doing with Sage Jutsu. We will be leaving today. I am cutting your trip short, and now you will go to village because after this village will need me and you too in the village. Just get ready to fight. Because now onwards any moments you may have to fight with S-rank shinobis, Jiraiya said. Naruto said goodbye to his friends Gamakichi and Gamatatsu, and then he said goodbye to everyone, and then he left with Jiraiya to the village. Now Jiraiya and Naruto was in front of the village gate and they were going into the village. Azumo and Katetsu was on their duties as usual. Azumo saw Naruto with Jiraiya. Is that boy is Naruto? Azumo asked. Yes, no doubt he is Naruto Uzumaki and strong genius kids. I guess he would have become even stronger now, Katetsu said. But he still looks like that same kid he used to be before leaving the village. He just got taller, Azumo said. As close was Naruto coming to the village gate. I guess he got muscles too, Azumo said. I think he would do something big now in the village. Remember last time what he did during the invasion, Katetsu said. Naruto came to them and then greeted both of them. Katetsu, Azumo, you still are on duty here, Naruto said. Naruto, after a long time, how have you been? Totally awesome, Naruto said enthusiastically. Yeah, I can see it, Katetsu said. Then Naruto left from there with Jiraiya into the village. They were heading towards the Hokage Tower. But in the way Naruto met with Sakura. Naruto saw Sakura. How are you, Sakura? I am good, Sakura said. When did you come back to the village? Sakura asked. I came here just right now, Naruto said. You are looking more mature now, Naruto. Yeah, I sure am mature, Naruto said. You changed so much, Sakura said. Yeah, I got a bit taller, Naruto said. So do I look changed too? Sakura asked. You exactly look same, only grew up a bit, Naruto said. You ruined it, kid, Jiraiya said in his mind. Sakura was about to say something, then Konohamaru came there and said, hey big brother Naruto. I have something to show you, Konohamaru said. Okay, I am here, you can show it to me, Naruto said. Then Konohamaru transformed into a girl and then asked how was my cute jutsu. You shouldn't do it Konohamaru, you are not kid anymore, Naruto said. Yeah, I was right, he is mature then. Before Sakura thought in her mind. It has been 2.5 years and you still are on this, what were you doing in last 2.5 years? Let me show you an amazing jutsu, Naruto said. Yeah, now he will show us cool and amazing jutsu, Sakura thought. But before Naruto can do anything, Jiraiya stopped him and said, no, don't Naruto, you are in public, I know I like it too much but still I can't let you do it here. Remember, you want to be Hokage so you would have to win people's respect, Jiraiya said. Sakura was confused why Jiraiya stopped Naruto to show his new jutsu to Konohamaru. Let's go, we are going to report to Hokage office, Jiraiya said. Sure, Naruto said and started heading towards the Hokage tower with Jiraiya. Naruto went to the Hokage office and went in front of Tsunade and said, how are you doing, grandma? Naruto, when did to come back to the village, Tsunade asked. Just now, Naruto replied. Tsunade all of her works and he went to Naruto and hugged him. I missed you so much, Naruto, Tsunade said. I missed you too, grandma, Naruto said. Wow, you become taller, Naruto, and you got some muscles too, looking strong, Tsunade said. Yeah, I am strong, Naruto said and put his hand on back of his. I would like to see how strong you have become, Tsunade said. Sure, but how, Naruto said. I will watch you doing a spar, Tsunade said. Sure, I will do it, Naruto said. Who will be my opponent? If you thinking you yourself want to fight me, let me tell you I can take you down so easily, Naruto said. I think your ego got bigger too, Tsunade said. Yeah, I got this habit from you, Naruto said. Am I egoistic, Tsunade said. No, grandma, it is I am egoistic, not am I egoistic, Naruto said. Tsunade grabbed Naruto's ear and said, what did you just say? It is hurting, leave me, Naruto said. After a minute, Tsunade left his ear and then Naruto asked, so who is going to be my opponent? He is there out of the window on the rooftop, Tsunade said. Oh, so you want me to fight against Kakashi-sensei? No offense, but it will be too easy for me. I think you should increase the number, Naruto said and then went towards Kakashi and said, still reading that disgusting book, Naruto said. I have a regret, he knows nothing about this stuff. I mean, he is really strong but still he knows nothing about this stuff, Jiraiya said. It is good for him, he is just 15, Tsunade said to Jiraiya, and I am happy that he knows nothing about that stuff. So you are going to be my opponent, Naruto said. Yeah, I think you are going to fight against me, Kakashi said. You can go right now, Naruto, go and rest, the test will take place tomorrow in the morning, Tsunade said. And then Naruto left from there. What do you think, where is he going, Jiraiya asked. Everybody knows him well, he will go to Ichiraku first and then will go anywhere else, Tsunade said. Naruto first went to Ichiraku Ramen to eat his favorite ramen. There he met with Tsuki and Ayame. He greeted both of them and those two were happy to see him there. Naruto eat his favorite miso ramen and asked the price, but Tsuki said it is on the house, your welcome gift. Naruto thanked him and bowed to him and then left from there. In the way he met with Team 10 first. Shikamaru saw Naruto and said he was coming back after 3 years. Why did he come early? He is so troublesome. No, he is good, I like him, Choji, he is just like you, Choji said. Shikamaru knew that Choji was talking about his behavior towards him. Ino saw Naruto and said, Naruto, when did you come back to the village? You changed a lot, Ino, Naruto said. And you become quite handsome, Ino said. Yeah, I know, Naruto said. How are you, Naruto? Another person spoke. Remember me, the person asked. I am good, how are you, Naruto asked. Yeah, I am good too, that person said. Naruto was looking towards him confusingly and asked, are you Shino? Don't you remember my face, Shino asked. Come on, Shino, your face is not visible clearly, how can remember you by your face? Besides, I don't need to see you for remembering you, I can tell you are Shino without even looking towards you, Naruto said. I know everybody's chakra, Naruto said. I saw you recognized all of them by the face, Shino said. Naruto was about to say something but before Kiba reached there. Naruto, what are you doing here? When did you come back? It is you, Naruto, I remember your scent. What, you don't remember my face? Naruto said. I saw you recognized Kiba by his face too, Shino said. I think I made a mistake to tell him that his face is not visible, Naruto thought in his mind. But a moment later Naruto sensed another person there, so he headed towards that person. Why are you hiding here, Hinata-chan? Don't you want to meet me? Naruto said. Hinata was red right now because Naruto was too close to her, and then Naruto hugged her and said, I missed you so much, Hinata-chan, but before saying anything Hinata fainted there. What, she fainted again? I don't know why she always faint when you are close to her, Kiba said. I guess I know why she faints when Naruto is close to her, Ino said and winked. Ino woke Hinata up and said, come on Hinata, you were going to practice, don't you want to go? Ino said. Hinata stood up and then blushingly left from there. She doesn't like me anymore, she doesn't even talk to me, Naruto thought in his mind. Would you like to join us? They all, Ino said. I can come, but it is my rest day because tomorrow is my test, but I think I can fight, Naruto said. What kind of test? Shikamaru asked. What about this Jonin waste? When I left from here you were not even Chunin, Naruto said. All of them are Chunin here except me, I am a Jonin now. Not only those, Lee Tenten are Chunin too and Neji has become Jonin too, Shikamaru said. What, so many things are changed? Naruto said. Yeah, but you still are Genin, Shikamaru teased Naruto. Yeah, cause I am special, Naruto said. Everybody laughed at his comment. Then Lee Tenten and Neji came there too. Naruto greeted them all. You are looking strong, Neji said. Looking good, Naruto, Tenten said. Looks like your flames of youth are burning so strongly, Lee said. Thanks guys. But what, all of you are going together? Naruto asked. We are going to the training ground to train for group assault, Neji said. Since you are in village you can join us too, Neji said. Sure, I would like to join, Naruto said. No, you shouldn't because you have a spar against Kakashi sensei, so I guess you should rest for that, Shikamaru. Come on Shika, you know me, I don't need to rest to kick anyone ass, Naruto said. Yeah, I know it, but he is not anyone, he is Kakashi, Shikamaru said. I think you all should come to watch it, Naruto said. We would like to see him kicking your ass, Kiba said and laughed. So are we going for the practice? Naruto said. You can come but you can't fight, Neji said. Sure, Naruto said. Hinata was smiling and she was shy now. They went to the training ground, there they started their training, they all were fighting against each other. That's not a group assault, Naruto said. We are fighting on our own and it is about us how we can cooperate with our teammates and comrade without even a plan, Neji said. Yeah, but still you need an opponent to fight against you all together. See it closely, you will join it too after few days, Neji said. I can join it right now, Naruto said. But Tsunade reached there and stopped them and said. Stop the fight. This practice will be after tomorrow and you all are going to join the test tomorrow so you can see what Naruto can do and you can work with him on any missions you get in future, Tsunade said. So all of them left from there and they all were sitting in the park talking to each other. So about earlier you were saying you can win against Kakashi sensei easily, you were serious right? Ino said. Yes, I was, Naruto replied. Do you really think he can win against Kakashi sensei easily? Choji said. I don't know, but I have heard he lasts 2 hours against Lady Tsunade in the fight, Ino said. Wait, are you kidding? Tenten asked. No, I am serious, Ino said. I think he can fight him, but to win against him that can't be an easy thing, Shikamaru said. You will see it tomorrow, Naruto said. And after tomorrow whomever of you want to have a spar or training with me we can do it, I would like to do it, Naruto said. Sure, I would like to do it with you, Naruto, Lee said. They all left from there to their houses. Naruto went to meet with Iruka sensei, he met him and talked to him. When did you come back to the village? Iruka asked. Today in the morning, Naruto said. And I came here to meet my sensei here. Iruka was happy to see Naruto. They talked for few minutes, then they went to eat the food. Tomorrow I am having a spar with Kakashi sensei, would you like to join sensei? Naruto said. Yeah, sure, I will be there, Iruka replied. 8 in the morning in training ground 7, I hope I can make you proud, Naruto said and left from there. The next morning Naruto was in the training ground. And everybody was there to watch Naruto there. All of Naruto's friends and Iruka sensei were there. The Jonin sensei of their team were there too, Gai sensei, Asuma sensei and Kurenai sensei. They were there to watch Naruto's fight with Kakashi and to know about his abilities so they can use them into the missions. After few minutes Tsunade asked Naruto and Kakashi to get ready for the fight. I think it would be an overkill, I guess you should increase the number, Jiraiya said. You think Kakashi will not be enough to fight against Naruto? Tsunade said. Yeah, I know it, he would not be able to do it. Naruto will win this match if you will not increase their number. I would like to test my student too, do you think he can handle? Tsunade asked. Sure, increase more, Jiraiya asked. Hinata, would you like to join? Tsunade asked. She can't refuse because it was an order from Hokage. This is enough now, Tsunade said, you can go now. They all 4 went to the training ground for the test. 3 against 1, it will be tough for you, Sakura said. You really think like this? Naruto said. We all were training too, Sakura said. Sure, I would like to see what you have learned. But you know what, you were right to say that 3 against 1 would be a tough fight. Naruto crossed his fingers and created 3,000 clone and said now it is 3 against an army, it would be tougher, Naruto said. Everyone was confused to see that why Naruto created these much clones to fight against 3 people. Don't blink, let's just see what he can do, Jiraiya said. All 3,000 clones surrounded the ground and marked all the ground and started attacking on Kakashi, Sakura and Hinata. Sakura and Hinata deactivated their weights and punched the ground, which destroyed in badly. Wow, what monstrous strength Tsunade has created. 2 more Tsunade, Jiraiya thought in his mind. But you will regret to take him lightly, Jiraiya thought. Naruto's clones divide them and now attacking on them individually on each member. Kakashi had created 1,000 clones to fight against Naruto. After few minutes, when all the clones of Naruto and Kakashi vanished, Naruto came in the way and then created 2 clones for Sakura and Hinata, and he himself went towards Kakashi to fight him. Naruto and Kakashi now was in taijutsu battle. Their speed was too much, they were at the same speed. Kakashi was shocked to see his speed without even 9 tails chakra. His speed was equals to Kakashi, and in the fight with Sakura and Hinata, clone was getting an upper hand on Sakura. But the clone against Hinata was not going too close to Hinata cause he knew Hinata has Byakugan, she can close his chakra points, but still giving her good fight. Sakura was the first one to get the mark on her body. And then another clone went close to Hinata and marked her in the same moment. Hinata subdued him. Sakura was happy that she was the one to finish off Naruto's clone. And then Hinata was confused why Naruto let her do it. She knew Naruto's strength and she wasn't underestimating him. And on the other side, when Naruto got a hit on Kakashi and Kakashi hits him, it was just a distraction. Naruto got the mark on him. And to show his progress, Naruto again created 3,000 clones again, but this time clones directly attacked on them with speed. Sakura got 5 hits, and Hinata got on 2 hits, and Kakashi got 1 hit. When the clones hit all 3 opponent, Naruto dispelled all the clones. Why did he dispel all the clones? Tsunade asked. I think he got any plan in his mind, or he got the mark on their body, Jiraiya said. Marks guy asked. Yeah, he has learned the flying Rijin Jutsu same as 4th Hokage, and now he can teleport to them at any moment he wants, Shikamaru said. So it means he has won the fight, Asuma asked. Yes, you are right, but I guess he will not end up the fight this soon, Shikamaru said. You are right, Jiraiya said. He fought me for 4 hours even after getting a mark on my body, and when I got injured he stopped the fight by just showing his one move, Jiraiya said. What, he has won against Master Jiraiya guy asked. Everybody was shocked to know about this. They were confused how strong Naruto was. Now Naruto was in front of those 3. First Sakura attacked on Naruto cause she got hit 5 times, so she was angry. But when she hits, there were a rib Susanoo and her punch had no effect on Naruto. So she increased her strength and again attacked on Naruto, but again Naruto increased the chakra into the Susanoo and made it half humanoid Susanoo with skull and bones. Again Hinata and Sakura together punched the Susanoo to break it, but before Naruto has covered the Susanoo with another chakra label and then created the full body Susanoo. Everybody was watching them. Surprisingly, they all were shocked to see it, and then Naruto again increased the chakra to cover the full body with another label of chakra. Kakashi was analyzing Naruto's strength to counter it, but now he was thinking he will not be able to counter this. Before Kakashi can do something, Naruto again increased the chakra into the Susanoo and then created a sword in his hand. So this is how the full body Susanoo looks like, Kakashi said. Kakashi used the fire style jutsu on Naruto, but no use. He tried to use his Chidori on Naruto. He pierced Sasuno's legs, but when he took out his hand, Susanoo repaired on itself. It is purely made up of chakra, Kakashi said. We have only choice, Kakashi said, and then activated his Manjkyou Sharingan and used it on hand first, and then he was going to use it on second hand, but Naruto read it and dodged the attack, then created the giant Rasengan in his hand and took it Kakashi direction. Kakashi had no chance but to use it. Kakashi used the Kamui again on the Rasengan, but Naruto took another hand with Rasengan towards Kakashi. Kakashi was shocked to see another hand and the Rasengan in the hand. He again used Kamui on that Rasengan, but now he was tired to use Kamui 3 times together. Finish it, Naruto, Jiraiya said. Naruto deactivated his Susanoo and then switched to just Sharingan, and now he was in front of Hinata, Sakura and Kakashi. And now when you exhausted your most of the chakra, how will you be able to fight against us, Sakura said. Fight is over, Sakura, cause I won, and who told you that I exhausted my chakra, Naruto said. Sakura was going to attack on Naruto, but the next moment Naruto created 2 clones, and those 2 were behind Sakura and Kakashi, and Naruto was in front of Hinata. And said, this is how I won. Hinata's face got red because Naruto was close to her, but Naruto got back because there were so many people. He got really strong, Tsunade said. Right now he is the strongest in the whole village, Jiraiya said. He has got so much chakra, Shikamaru said. Oh, this is nothing, he has not even exhausted his real chakra and he has stored chakra too, and then the sage chakra too. What, he knows the sage jutsu too, Tsunade asked. Jiraiya laughed and nodded. Naruto came there and then Tsunade asked him how much chakra he exhausted into the fight. Around half, or you can say more than half, Naruto said. Wow, you really got strong. I would like to see your full potential, Tsunade said. That was my full potential, I just have more chakra, but my skills are only those, Naruto said. Can you fight with them all at once, Jiraiya asked. I don't know, maybe someday, Naruto said. Then Tsunade asked Naruto to leave from there, but before he can leave, 3 kids came out of the bushes and said, wow, that was amazing, big brother Naruto. Konohamaru, what were you doing here, Tsunade asked. We were going to the academy, Konohamaru said, and we saw a giant thing, so we stopped. Tsunade was going towards Konohamaru. Naruto went towards the Konohamaru and said, run. They all ran behind Naruto. How was the experience, Tsunade asked. He was fast, Kakashi said. Nope, it was not his full speed, Jiraiya said. What do you mean by that was not his full speed, Tsunade asked. I think I understand, he uses the gravity seal for body strengthening, Kakashi said. But still he was fast enough to go fight with me, and he even been able to get a hit on me, Kakashi said. And what about that giant Rasengan, Kakashi asked. He learned it on his own, I just was there to help him, Jiraiya said. Yeah, only he can do this, he has a big chakra reserve. His chakra would be around 15 to 20 times, Kakashi said. He has stored chakra too, Jiraiya said. How much stored chakra he has, Kakashi asked. I never asked him, but more than his original chakra, Jiraiya said. No, at least 10 times of his original chakra, Hinata said. How do you this, Hinata, Tsunade asked. He told me once that he was working on the seal which can store 100 times of his original chakra, but he has been able to create a seal which can store 10 times chakra if he was not able to create another seal, so he has at least 10 times of his original chakra. Why he told only you, Tsunade asked. I don't know why, but I think he wants me to become strong. Once we had a spar and I didn't last 30 minutes against him, so he gave me the seal, Hinata said. It took him 3 hours to apply the seal on me, Hinata said. What, you got the chakra storing seal too, Tsunade asked. Hinata nodded. And how much chakra have you stored in the seal? It was made up of his chakra, the time for storing 10 times chakra. So I was able to store 40 times of my original chakra right now. What, you have 40 times more chakra than you were fighting against him, Neji asked. Then why didn't you use it, Neji asked. Because you use your stored chakra when you exhaust your real chakra, which means I had chakra left to fight against him, but he won before I can use it, Hinata. Wow, she seems confident now, Jiraiya thought in his mind. So you were with the most chakra here, Jiraiya said. No, I guess Lady Tsunade has more chakra than me, Hinata said. Yeah, because it took me 3 damn years to gather that much chakra, Tsunade said. It means Naruto should have more chakra than Lady Tsunade, Shikamaru asked. Yeah, I guess he has, Jiraiya said. Well, technically, if you think he has 15 times chakra than me. And then he has at least 10 times stored chakra, Kakashi said. And then 10 times sage chakra. It means he has 20 times stored chakra of his original chakra, Kakashi said. And that makes his chakra 300 times bigger than yours, Shikamaru said. And what if he has created a seal which can store 100 times chakra, more than 10 times chakra, or even 100 times chakra? Then how much chakra would he have, Jiraiya said. It would be an almost infinite amount of chakra, Shikamaru said. A vast amount of chakra. With these skills, how much strong he would be, Asuma said. And then about his 9 tails chakra he can use, Kakashi said. He used to say that he will become the strongest Hokage of the Leaf Village, Iruka said. Now I think maybe someday he will surpass all the Hokage, Jiraiya said. He wants to surpass the first Hokage because he was the strongest shinobi of the history, Hashirama Senju, the wood style user who has fought Madara Uchiha and 9 tails at the same time. So Naruto's goal is to be able to fight against the 9 tails, and then he would be able to use his vast amount of chakra too. He would have 1,000 times of our chakra, Jiraiya said. I guess he will become even greater Hokage than 4th Hokage. He just need to learn so many things. He is just a kid now and he acts like one. He needs guidance and experience. What, he wants to be as strong as my grandfather, Tsunade asked. Yeah, this is the truth. I guess he will be able to do it someday. I am so happy that his father made me his godfather. I did as I said Tsunade, now I would have to leave. I got the information. The Akatsuki group again started to move and started looking for Tails beasts. So be alert. First we need to get all the information on them and then we will fight against them and kill them slowly. Jiraiya said and left from there. Now you all can leave. Now you all would have to go on missions too, Tsunade said. Tsunade left towards the Hokage office and everybody left on their works. And from the next day Naruto started working on his wind-style chakra nature. He started meditating to feel the wind around him. Since he was a sage now he knows how to feel nature, so it was good for him. He did the training 2 days and the next day he was going towards the Forest of Death when an Anbu came to him and told him that Lady Tsunade summoned him into the Hokage office. There are no Jonin left in the village, so we would have to send you on this mission. Akatsuki has kidnapped the Kazekage. What, someone has kidnapped Gaara? Naruto said. So you know Gaara is Kazekage now? Tsunade asked. Yu Kakashi and Sakura is going on his rescue mission, Tsunade said. Kakashi and Sakura were there too in Hokage office. He came here to ask for the help, Tsunade said. Hi, my name is Baki. I guess you know me because I used to be Jonin sensei of Sand siblings. Yeah, we know you, Kakashi and Naruto said. We don't have enough time, we would have to leave and save Gaara. They left from the village. Naruto was running fast. He wanted to save Gaara but he was not alone. Naruto was thinking why didn't he came alone. Naruto stopped in for his team and then asked where are we going? Naruto asked Baki. First we will go to Sand Village and then we'll get the location of Kazekage and then we will head in that direction, Baki said. We'll meet you at the village before going from here. Take this kunai with you, sensei, Naruto said. We need to reach the Sand Village as soon as possible, Naruto said to Kurama. Don't worry, let me give you some of my chakra to increase your speed, Kurama said. Kurama increased Naruto's chakra until the 3 tails in which Naruto was in his human form and in control. Naruto started running from there into the Sand Village direction. It takes 3 days normally to reach there but Naruto did it in just 1 day, and when he reached the village gate, Kurama looked for Temari or Kankuro's chakra. Kurama found Temari's location. Naruto ran into her direction. He doesn't even notice that shinobi were chasing him but he was faster. He reached Temari and asked about where they took Gaara. Temari told Naruto that only Kankuro knows where they took Gaara because he chased them and had fight with them. He is in the hospital and he is injured and only Lady Tsunade can heal him. No, Lady Tsunade sent Sakura on the mission with us, so she is on the way. And how did you get here so soon? Temari asked. I just ran here continuously to teach here, Naruto said. You must be tired, don't worry about it, let me bring Sakura here for the help. Take this kunai into the hand and go to the hospital. I will meet you into the hospital soon enough, Naruto said and teleported from there. Where did he vanish from here? Temari thought in his mind. Naruto suddenly appeared on the way where Kakashi, Sakura and Baki was resting for few minutes. Naruto appeared there all of a sudden there. Where the hell did you get here? Baki said. All 3 were surprised to see Naruto all of a sudden there. What happened, Naruto? Kankuro is injured, we need Sakura into the hospital, let's go. Naruto asked them to hold him and then Naruto teleported all of them to the Sand Village. Temari was shocked to see them there so soon. What, where did you vanish all of a sudden? Temari asked. And how did you appear here so soon? Temari asked. You don't know it but I know teleportation ninjutsu, I just teleported here to there and bring there here. So why don't you just teleport from the village? My jutsu doesn't work like that. To reach the place I always have to mark the location first with my jutsu formula or I can teleport to my kunai I gave. Now give it back to me. They all head to the hospital where Sakura started checking up Kankuro and started working on the cure. Sakura made the antidote for the venom of Kankuro and then leave him like that and after told Naruto and Kakashi that they would have to wait for few hours. And now Naruto was resting there. After few minutes an old lady came there and attacked on Kakashi. But Naruto holds in the air and said, what the hell do you think you are doing? Why were you attacking on Kakashi sensei? Naruto asked. You killed my son White Fang of the Leaf. Today I will take my revenge from you and I will kill you today, that old lady said. I am not White Fang, I am his son, and you are talking about a war and people die in wars, Kakashi said. Another old man came there and said he is not the White Fang, he has died a while ago now. Yeah, I know it, that old lady said and laughed. Her name was Chio. Are you mad? You almost hit him and still laughing, Naruto said. After few hours Kankuro woke up and then they asked the location of kidnappers. And they made a team. Chio went with Team Kakashi to find Gaara. Team Guy joined Team Kakashi on the way and started heading towards the location, but on they stopped by another team from Akatsuki, Itachi and Kisame. Naruto knows them from before. Team Guy started fighting with Kisame and Naruto, and Kisame got to fight with Itachi. I can handle it, but right now we need to finish it soon enough, so we are going to do it together, Kakashi-sensei, Naruto said. Sure, but don't look into his eyes, Kakashi said. Don't worry, I can handle it, Naruto said. Naruto created thousands of clones to beat up Itachi. They all started to fight Itachi. First time a clone got a hit on Itachi with Rasengan that Itachi turned into crows. And some of Naruto clones got under the genjutsu, but they were so much. Clones dispelled themselves who caught into the genjutsu. And all of the clones were attacking from all sides, and one of the clone marked him, and then that clone dispelled himself. The moment Naruto got the clone's memories, he dispelled all the clone, and the another moment Naruto hits Itachi with his big ball Rasengan. And took him down. The same moment few minutes later they saw that was clone. That Sharingan was like the real one. How can someone create this advanced clones, Naruto thought. I think we should leave now, Naruto said, and sealed that body into the storage seal. And then started heading towards the target location. Soon Team Guy 2 joined them, and they were now outside the hideout, but there were a seal. Naruto saw an explosive seal. There are some another linked seal too, Naruto said. I am on it, Naruto said. Neji said. Neji told all the other locations of another seals. Naruto created 4 clones, and those clones ran from there so fast, and then after a min those all clones were at locations. All are at locations, Neji said, and then those all took off the seal, and then nothing happened to the location where they, but other locations sealing tags exploded. Naruto's all clones vanished, and Naruto got their memories. And they now have to break the door. Sakura hits the rock and break that door, then they all enters into the hideout where they see that one of the shinobi were sitting on Gaara's body. His name was Deidara. Naruto threw kunai towards, but that shinobi dodged it. The moment kunai passed towards his head, Naruto was there, and then he hits him with the Rasengan, but his partner saved him and attacked on Naruto. Naruto teleported beside Kakashi because Kakashi has the kunai from before. But before teleporting, Naruto already had marked Gaara's body. He created clones to distract both shinobi, and then he teleported to Gaara's body and picked it up and took it to Kakashi, and the Naruto checked out that his breaths were stopped now. Some of Naruto's clones marked some location too, but all the other clones fought against those shinobis. Now Naruto was angry. After watching Naruto's so many clones, another shinobi activated his 100 puppets and started attacking on them. His name was Sasori. Naruto destroyed all of his puppets. Deidara sneaked out from there. I am going to kill that shinobi, you just take care of him, Naruto said. Naruto was now outside chasing Deidara. He was flying on his clay bird. Naruto was thinking how he can kill him. Naruto was running so fast now with Kurama's 2 tails chakra. Naruto threw the kunai towards Deidara and then teleported on the way, but he hasn't reached there. He created 2 clone. They pushed him with chakra. Naruto unsealed his swords and then first cuts the Deidara's hand with which he was making the clay bomb, and then Naruto punched him so hard he fell from the bird, and then first Naruto destroyed the clay bird with his giant Rasengan and then jumped on Deidara. He punched him so hard so bad that his face was destroyed now, and in the end Deidara escaped from there with the help of his clay clone. He sneaked into the ground somewhere. Naruto saw that he sneaked from there. So he tried to sense him, but he was not close. Then Naruto teleported from there towards his team, but they already destroyed the puppet user. Now Naruto was sad to see Gaara dead. He just started living his life. He become a good man. He was protecting his village. Why you have to die, Gaara? Naruto said. Don't worry, everything will be okay, Lady Chiyo said. How could it be okay now? He has lost his life to protect the village. He is the hero of your village. I respect his feelings. He sacrificed himself, but still he lost his life into it, Naruto said. Don't worry, kid, Lady Chiyo said. And sat beside Gaara's body and then started healing. Her hands started glowing. What are you doing? Naruto asked. Wait, Naruto, she is giving him the chance, let her do it, Sakura said. After doing it for few minutes, her chakra was getting weak. My chakra is getting weak now, Lady Chiyo said. Take my chakra, I have a lot of chakra, Naruto said. Come here, sat beside me and put your hand on my hands, Lady Chiyo said. Naruto did as Lady Chiyo asked her to do it. Your chakra is so light, Naruto. The world need people like you. I have done so many wrong things in my life, but first time I have seen a person who is ready to do anything to protect other. The day will come people will need you, Naruto, but remember what I say, whatever happens in the future, but never lost your kindness. And I want you to always be with Gaara to help him, Naruto. He needs a friend like Lady Chiyo said. Don't worry, I will be with him, Naruto said. Don't worry about me, I live a long life. After few minutes Gaara awakened. Lady Chiyo lost her life. She has sacrificed her life to protect Gaara, Sakura said. She was a good lady, Naruto said. Then they all left towards the village. After reaching the gate of Sand Village, Gaara first asked to give a respectful funeral to Lady Chio. Everybody was there to receive their cage. Naruto was happy that he found so many people care about him and the people who started respecting him. After the funeral, Naruto stopped there for another day. Kankuro was awake and recovered now. Some of the people knew Naruto. He is the one who take down Lord Kazekage in his Shukaku form before 3 years, a shinobi said. Yeah, he is, another man said. Gaara was with Naruto showing him the village. Kankuro and Temari were there with them. Naruto left from there the next day and while leaving, Gaara said, "Thank you once again to save my life, my life. Anything for you, my friend. And now it is time to leave for the Leaf Village." "Hold me, Sakura Kakashi-sensei," Naruto said, and then he placed his finger on the ground and after few seconds he got the kunai on which he was going to teleport. After locking target, Naruto teleported there and then they went to Hokage office to report the mission. After reporting about the mission, another mission, Naruto asked, "There are only 2 members in your team, you would need another member in your team. Look for another member, I will give you another mission." "How can I look for another member? That's your work, not mine," Naruto said. "Then wait for few days and let me give you another member first and then I will give you another mission," Tsunade said. "Until then you can restart your training," Tsunade said. And then Naruto started his training again. And now Naruto was training with his wind-style chakra. He was trying to use the wind for his benefit. After 4 days he was able to use the wind with his sword's attack. Whenever he strikes with the wind chakra on his sword, and now his sword cuts the objects under 5 meters. And now his every wind-style jutsu was more good to use because he can use the wind around him more easily and can make the jutsu more bigger. The next day Naruto was wandering into the village when a shinobi attacked on him. A tiger-like creature attacked on Naruto. Naruto killed that in just a punch. Naruto saw a person who attacked on Naruto. Naruto threw kunai there and the next moment Naruto was in front of and then asked, "What do you think you were doing and who are you?" That shinobi again attacked with ink-created creatures, but Naruto killed all the creatures and threw a chakra added kunai and the said Shuriken Shadow Clone Jutsu, and the one kunai turned into 100 kunai. All the kunai were going in that shinobi's direction. He dodged all of them with his sword, but he didn't know Naruto threw another kunai with the jutsu, and the moment kunai about to pass the shinobi, Naruto teleported from there and then Naruto put the kunai on his neck and said, "Now it is your time. Tell me who are you, otherwise I will kill you," Naruto said. That shinobi was emotionless, he has no fear on his face. His name was Sai. The moment Sai looked into Naruto's eyes, Naruto put him under the genjutsu. Naruto showed Sai the 9 tails in his genjutsu. Sai was in front of 9 tails and then 9 tails attack on him and then killed him in just a punch, and then he woke up with heavy breathing and now the fear was on his face. "I can give you a worse death than this," Naruto said. "I am from the Leaf Village. I was just checking your skills because I was going to be the 3rd member of your team," Sai said. After few days Naruto got another important mission. It was about Kabuto. Kabuto was meeting Sasori on Tenchi Bridge since Sasori was dead now, so the plan was to go instead of Sasori and get the information about Orochimaru. Kakashi is on another mission, so you will be going with another Jonin. His name is Yamato. They all 4 were there. "Captain Yamato is okay, but why person, who is he? I would have killed a few days ago. I don't think he has mind at all. He attacked on me." Sai was still emotionless. "Don't worry Naruto, he is a recommended shinobi, so he will be there into your team afterwards," Tsunade said. "Hey, why were you attacking on me? Who do you think I am?" "I think you are a powerful but naive shinobi," Sai said. "What did you just say?" Naruto asked. Naruto was going to punch him but Sakura stopped him. "You are strong to wrestler," said to Sakura. "What did you just say?" Sakura asked. "Quit fighting," Yamato said, and then created a wood-style prison to stop them and said, "You will not come out from here until you say sorry to each other." "You think I will say sorry to him? It is not going to happen," Naruto said and unsealed him sword and then added wind chakra into the swords and cut down the wooden prison and said, "You think you can stop me, Captain? He is strong," Yamato think in his mind. After reaching towards the Tenchi Bridge they stopped and made a plan that when Kabuto will arrive Yamato will go there. He will transform into Sasori and look for the information about Orochimaru. They practiced very good, and the next morning when Kabuto was about to come there everybody hides except Yamato. He was going to meet with Kabuto. But Kabuto was not there to give any information to Sasori, he was there to kill him. "I am sensing Orochimaru hiding in the forest nearby. It is a very low amount of chakra, but he is the same bastard," Kurama said. "What should be doing, Kurama? Wait until he shows up," Kurama said. And on the bridge Kabuto was talking to Yamato disguised as Sasori. He attacked on him, then Yamato had to reveal himself. But before even revealing, Orochimaru was there to kill Sasori. But the moment Yamato revealed himself, Sakura saw that Naruto was about to leave. "Wait, we have to wait for the sign," Sakura said. But Naruto ran so fast from there. After few moments Naruto was in front of Orochimaru. He attacked on Orochimaru with giant Rasengan. He hits him before even Orochimaru can dodge the attack. And now Yamato was fighting with Kabuto. After Rasengan vanished, Orochimaru came out of the mouth of that body. Naruto unsealed that body and then cut him into half again. And before Orochimaru again come out the mouth, Naruto burned him again and gave him an electric shock. Now Kabuto was sneaking out from there, but Naruto was not giving Orochimaru any chances to go from there. Few moments later Orochimaru came out of the mouth again and again attacked on Naruto with punch, but Naruto caught him punch and he punched him with chakra enhanced punch. He flew 100 meters from there. But Naruto marked him when he holds the hand of Orochimaru. And then the mark dissolved into his body. Naruto chased him again, but he flew from there. Naruto came back to the team and said, "We are going back to the village," Naruto said. "I marked his body and now whenever he will go I can sense him anytime," Naruto said. "Where is Sai?" Naruto asked. "He left after Orochimaru," Yamato said. "You told him to chase after Orochimaru?" Naruto asked. "I guess he is another mission other than us. He used to work for Danjo," Yamato said. "That bastard gave me the Sharingan and applied a seal on me so that I can't use these eyes against him," Naruto said. "What do you think, he is allied or enemy? If there is any chance he is our enemy, tell me, I will him right away," Naruto said. "I think he is not wrong here. Danjo always takes advantage of kids and train them from their childhood and make them only a weapon," Yamato said. "Yeah, he wanted to do the same with me and Sasuke," Naruto said. "In your case you were lucky, Naruto, that you left the village with Master Jiraiya, otherwise he somehow would have make you agreed to train under him or otherwise recover your eyes from you if he has given these eyes to you," Yamato said. "You would have to take care of you, Naruto. Now he can attack on you any moments," Yamato said. "Don't worry, Captain Yamato, I can take care of him whenever I want. I can even fight without eyes, and besides I am not alone," Naruto said. "He would never be able to win against Kurama," Naruto said. After few minutes Sai come back there and said he left. "What do you think you were doing?" Yamato said. "I was working on the mission, which in the most important thing," Sai said. "N0 the most important thing in our comrades," Yamato said. "First focus to save your comrade's life. If you can then focus on your mission," Yamato said. "What happened?" Naruto asked. "When you attacked on the bridge, Sakura fell from the bridge and I told him to save Sakura, but he went after Orochimaru. You were fighting, so I had to save Sakura first. In that time Kabuto flew from there. The mission and one of our teammate was in danger," Yamato said. "If you would do it again I will not even think once to kill you, Sai. I was there fighting with Orochimaru. I knew I can fight with that bastard, that's why I left to fight with him," Naruto said. Naruto again put him under the genjutsu, and this time he was in front of angry Kurama, and Kurama was about to attack on him. Naruto released him from the genjutsu and said he can kill you anytime he wants, Naruto said. When Sai was emotionless, of course he was scared, but still Naruto chose to threaten him. Naruto started transforming into the 9 tails. "What are you doing, Naruto? Control yourself," Yamato said. "Don't worry, Captain Yamato, he knows what he is doing, and besides he is friends with 9 tails. Let him do it what he is doing," Sakura said. But Yamato was still scared. Naruto just turned into 4 tails and holds Sai. His chakra hurts Sai, and after doing it for 1 minute Naruto left Sai and came back in human form. "Sakura, heal him, we are to leave towards the village," Naruto said. "Why did you do it, Naruto?" Yamato asked. "He should know that we are not like the people he worked with in the past. I am most likely the person who will kill him if he ever tried to hurt my friends, my comrades," Naruto said. "And after now he will take order from me, otherwise I will not work with him," Naruto said. "And if he even tried to come to my way I can kill him, and now he knows it very well." After Sakura healed him, Naruto asked all of them to hold him. And then Naruto teleported to the village directly and reported the mission to Lady Hokage. The mission was failure. Kabuto and Orochimaru flew from there. I fought with Orochimaru and Captain Yamato was fighting with Kabuto, and he flew because Captain Yamato has to save Sakura from falling from the bridge, Naruto said. And this guy doesn't save Sakura and chased after Orochimaru, and guess what, he got nothing. "But don't worry, I took care of it," Naruto said. Yamato was confused why Naruto wasn't telling her the whole thing. "Sai, we don't work here like that, we care for our comrades. I care about my shinobis, not their missions," Tsunade said. Next time remember that if you are going on a mission with them you are the part of their teams and they are your comrades, Tsunade said. Sai was shocked to see this. Everybody cares about each other and even giving him the second chance which they never get in Anbu and Root. They are considering me friends, so that means I can have friends too. Sai said sorry to everyone and bowed in front of Tsunade. You and Sakura can leave now. I have talked to Naruto and Yamato about Naruto's training, Tsunade said. After they both left from there, Tsunade asked, report the mission. He was on another mission. He was behind Orochimaru, which indicates that they have something to do with Orochimaru. You want to say anything? Tsunade asked. Yeah, I let him leave after I put a mark on him and now we just have to wait for Grandpa and another Jonin, then we will attack on them, Naruto said. Sent the message to all strong Jonins, we will be attacking on Orochimaru hideouts and kill him and take Sasuke back with us, Naruto said. How many strong shinobi you need, Naruto? Tsunade asked. Based on how much you can give me. I need strategists like Shikamaru and strong shinobis like Gai-sensei, Kakashi-sensei and Grandpa too, Naruto said. Send for all strong shinobis, Naruto said. We will destroy all of the hideouts of Orochimaru, Naruto said. Next day Tsunade sent for all the strong shinobi of the village. Naruto sent the message to Jiraiya through the flying Rijin technique. After 2 days most of the strong shinobis returned to the village. Naruto took all of them with him and said, we are going on a S-rank mission. We will the snake bastard and all of his subordinates and will bring back our rogue ninja Sasuke Uchiha to the village. Naruto took Team 8, Team 9 and Team 10 with him and their Jonin Sensei too. Naruto took with him Shukaku Nara and Ino's father too with him and Jiraiya and Tsunade too. They all were there. Sai and Sakura were there too. Naruto created a big flying Rijin mark and then teleported all of those shinobi with him. It took so much chakra out of Naruto, but he has a lot of, he never cares about chakra. When they reached there they saw that Orochimaru's hand was there on which Naruto put the flying Rijin mark. Damn, he cut his hand to get rid of flying Rijin mark. You should go to the village, Grandma. And you too, Grandpa. I will search for the information and them destroy all the hideouts and will come back home after killing him, Naruto said, and then teleported all Tsunade and Jiraiya. And the team started searching for any information they got to know about many hideout locations because they caught a shinobi and then Inoichi Yamanaka took out all the necessary information out of his mind. We got another 5 hideouts location. I think we should destroy this Zero Ne Shukaku, Nara said. We have check it out fully, Shikamaru said. Burn all the documents and the proofs and then we will destroy the whole place, Naruto said. They burned all the documents and the notes and then get out of the hideout. How can we destroy it, Shukaku, Nara said. Naruto activated the Susanoo and created a massive Rasengan and hit on the hideout. And again did the same and destroyed the whole hideout in just 2 blows. Everybody was shocked to see it that Naruto destroyed the whole hideout in just 2 blows. And then Naruto disappeared his Susanoo and came back to the team and asked, where is the next one? Are you okay, Naruto? You have used a lot of chakra in just 2 hits. Yeah, I'm okay, Naruto said. Don't worry, I have a lot of chakra. Then they headed towards another hideout and find out there too. But Orochimaru wasn't there. They again looked for another hideout's locations and then destroyed this one. This hideout was bigger, so Naruto was thinking about to use the Sage Jutsu chakra. Don't reveal it, Naruto, let me give you chakra to blow it, Kurama said. Kurama gave Naruto the chakra and then Naruto created 3 clones and then all the clone activated the Susanoo and then they all used 6 massive Rasengan on the hideout and blowed it in just 1 time. And then Naruto deactivated the Susanoo and dispelled the clones. How much chakra does he have, Kiba said. How can he create those massive balls so easily, Kiba said. Everyone was shocked to see it. When Naruto reached there his team asked how he created those massive chakra balls and 3 Susanoo. How much chakra does he have? For your kind information, I am not alone, I am in 2-man team. I have Kurama with me and the answer of your question, I have created those massive Rasengan and 3 Susanoo with the help of Kurama. Chakra, he helped me, that was his chakra, not mine. That was amazing, Sakura said. Let's go towards the another one. This is how they destroyed 5 hideouts in just 2 weeks and they were heading towards another hideout, but their Orochimaru set a trap for them. He left all the cruised mark shinobis there who lost their mind. And then sneaked from there. Naruto saw an army of cursed mark shinobis there. This can be a trap for us, Shukaku said. Yeah, it is a trap to get in the hideout, we need to kill them all, Naruto said. Right, Mr. Shukaku. Shukaku nodded. Naruto unsealed his 303 prompt kunai and gave them to all of them and said, shower these kunais on them and make sure that kunais surround them from all the directions, Naruto said. You don't need to overdo Naruto, we can do it together too, Shikamaru said. If he set the trap and left those cursed mark shinobis here, it means there should be something special, or maybe we can meet him too here, Naruto said. And we all need chakra in there, so infuse your chakra and let me handle them first. They all threw the kunai in Hideout's direction, and when the kunai stopped showering, Naruto created a clone and said, kill them all. What, you think a clone can kill them all? Kiba asked. Wait and watch, Clone said, and then Naruto unsealed the sword and gave it to his clone. Clone added the wind-style chakra into swords and the teleported from there, and then Naruto created 100 more clones and ordered them to surround them so that no any shinobi can sneak out from there. They killed all of the cursed mark shinobis in just few minutes and then dispelled all his clones except the clone with swords and then the clone gathered all the kunais and the swords and then gave it to Naruto, and then he said, let me check out for any traps first, that clone said, and then headed towards the hideout gate, but then all there took place a large explosion. Naruto's clone vanished in that explosion and around half of the hideout destroyed, half left. Naruto created another clone and told him to destroy the hideout. Clone went towards there and activated the Susanoo and used the massive Rasengan to destroy the whole place. And then they destroyed 4 more hideouts. And there were only 3 hideouts left, but they knew about only 2 hideouts. They destroyed one of them and headed towards the another one. When they reached towards the another hideout that was beside of a big lake. One thing is bothering me, Dad, why did lake is beside the lake? Shikamaru asked. I was thinking about it too, Shukaku said. They went into the hideout and they got to know about that Sasuke Uchiha killed Orochimaru and left from there, and there were hundreds of test human there. They all got the cursed mark on their body too. We would have to kill them all because they all got the curse mark on their body, Naruto, from which Orochimaru can control them, Shukaku said. Yeah, I understand it, Naruto said. They find about the information into the hideout about the Hashirama cells, that Orochimaru had Hashirama cells too, and he tested on that too. This is the second last hideout of Orochimaru, Shukaku said. We searched everywhere but there were no trace of the last hideout and the Orochimaru, and about the Uchiha Sasuke too. Sasuke Uchiha took only 3 shinobis with him, and all other cursed shinobi were trapped into the prison. First thing, we have to kill them all and then destroy the whole hideout, Shukaku said. One of the subordinate of Orochimaru was there hiding in the forest. She doesn't knew that Orochimaru was dead. She came back from a mission and then she wanted to get back into the hideout, but she saw that there were leaf shinobis outside the hideout. Her name was Gurren and she had a kid with her and his name was Yukimaru. He can control the 3 tails. We would have to save Lord Orochimaru, and for that we would have to kill all of them, Gurren told Yukimaru. And to kill all of them we would have to call for 3 tails, Gurren said. And gave him the medicine. She doesn't want to hurt him but she has to save Orochimaru, but she doesn't know that he died while fighting with Sasuke. Yukimaru called for 3 tails. Leaf shinobis noticed that someone was shouting and giving some signal to call someone. What, he is just a kid, but why he is calling for someone, Naruto said. After few moments a giant turtle-like creature emerged from the lake. Be alert, Naruto, that is 3 tails. It is a tailed beast, you can't kill him, just go and stop him. And use everything you got. If the boy is controlling him you would have to stop the tailed beast. It would be a good training for you. Ask them to take that boy with them, Kurama said. All right, Kurama. Let me give you chakra, Kurama said. No, don't worry, Kurama, let me test my limit now to check if I am able to fight with a tailed beast or not, Naruto said. Good idea, Kurama said. Now go and stop him, Kurama said. Naruto went towards him team and said. Kurama told me that's the 3-tailed beast and that boy there is trying to control him. You save the boy and wait here and let me stop the 3 tails, Naruto said. What you are talking about to fight with a tailed beast, Naruto? Have you lost your mind, Naruto? Shukaku said. We know that you are strong but still we can't let you fight alone with a tailed beast. They are the strongest creatures, Kakashi said. It is just another tailed beast. Don't you remember I fought with another tailed beast too around 3 years before when I was not this much strong, Naruto said. That was different situation, Naruto. We know you fought the 1-tailed beast and you were in the hospital after that for 2 days, Shikamaru said. Yeah, because my 1,000 clones fought with sand and sound shinobis, Naruto said. Why you want to fight with him alone? Kakashi asked. Because I will fight against the strongest of all tailed beast in future, so I want to check out that I can or not, Naruto said. Tell them that you have the bigger chakra reserve than the 3 tails, Kurama said to Naruto. Are you sure I should say it? Naruto asked. Yes, I think you should say because your reserved chakra is more. This is Kurama said. Are you sure you don't need any help in that? Shukaku asked. Yeah, I think I should check out my chakra reserve. If it is bigger than the 3 tails only then I will be able to fight against Kurama, Naruto said. And you think your chakra reserves and bigger than of a tailed beast, Kiba asked. Yes, I do have, just wait and watch, Naruto said. Naruto activated his Sage Chakra seal and now Naruto was in Sage mode. There mark around his eyes and was round mark on his forehead and another mark was on the mark. Sage Art Sage Susanoo, Naruto said. Naruto created a giant Susanoo with the Sage Chakra. It is even bigger than the last time, Kakashi said. It is even bigger than the 3 tails, Neji said. Naruto in 3 tails direction and attacked on 3 tails. At first Naruto punched the 3 tails and then the 3 tails attacked on Naruto too. Everyone was watching the fight. I think we should save the kid first, then we will enjoy the fight, Shukaku said. But before they can go to that kid, Gurren came there and created a crystal dragon which attacked on them. Hinata and Sakura dropped their weights and then Hinata opened her stored chakra seal too and now she was glowing because of chakra. She ran towards the crystal dragon and punched him and destroyed that dragon in just one hit, and now Hinata and Sakura were in front of Gurren and Yamato and Kakashi were there too. Gurren again created 3 crystal dragon to attack on them. Kakashi attacked on Gurren and other 3 were on destroying the crystal dragons. Shikamaru and his father trying to capture Gurren with their shadow possession and Shino was attacking on her with his bugs. Choji expanded fully and destroyed 1 crystal dragon till them Hinata destroyed another. Kiba and Sakura destroyed the another one. And after 2 of fights they captured Gurren and few moments later some shinobi came there to help Gurren. But Team 8 handled them easily. And their Naruto was fighting with 3 tails on his own. I am not here to fight you, I am just here to stop you, I don't want to hurt you, Naruto said. Naruto was thinking about to use the Rasengan on him but he knew that what it feels like to bear someone hatred. Naruto deactivated his Susanoo and said, you live in water, that means you will be scared of the fire. Naruto created hand signs and then summoned Gamabunta there and asked him to release the toad oil. Gamabunta released the toad oil and then Naruto added fire in that oil and then burned the 3 tails. Because of that 3 tails went in the lake back. Naruto just fought him for few minutes and then let him go. The team took Gurren and Yukimaru towards the bank of the lake and then Naruto came there without even dropping any sweat. What happened with that tailed beast, Kakashi asked. I burned his water so he went back into the lake. Nobody lives here so it is safe place for him to live, Naruto said. What, you fought with 3 tails alone, Gurren asked. Why did you let him go? I thought you were going to control him, Gurren said. We don't use kids to control the tailed beast, Shukaku said. Oh yeah, I have heard that the Leaf Village have the 9 tails and it is Jinchuriki, then how can you say that you are not power hungry? Because we have strong shinobi and we don't rely on the tailed beasts, we just have the tailed beasts to make to power balance, Shukaku said. We keep the 9 tails for our safety and not for the power, Shukaku said. And besides, Kurama is not just a tailed beast, he is my friend and a citizen of the village hidden in the leaf, Naruto said. What a story, and where is that Jinchuriki of you, Gurren asked. You were in front of that guy, Naruto said. As you heard that 9 tails is now the citizen of village hidden in the leaves, he helped us in the invasion and he helps Naruto whenever he needs the chakra on his own with his own choice, not by force, Shukaku said. Whatever, I will not let you hurt this kid even if I have to kill you all, Gurren said. You don't seem to understand, if we wanted to kill you and this kid we would have killed you a while ago, Kakashi said. We can give this kid a good life and you too if you will join us if you really want this kid to be unharmed, Naruto said. And why would you spare me, Gurren asked. Because we don't believe in killing people, we lost so many people in wars and besides we kill the enemies as our last resolve, it is the Leaf's policy, Shukaku Nara said. If you will cooperate with us we guarantee you your safety, Naruto and Inoichi said. They took them to the village. On the way Gurren got to know that one of the Leaf's rogue shinobi killed Orochimaru and they have destroyed all of the hideouts of Orochimaru except one, so they shouldn't have any reason to help her until or unless they don't want to help her really. Why are you helping me out even after you know that I your enemy, Gurren said. We consider you just an opponent, not an enemy, Hinata said, and we believe in helping others, not killing others. Naruto smiled on Hinata's comment and said, well said, Hinata-chan. And what if I tried to kill you or betray you in future, Gurren asked. You have no any reason to betray us and kill anybody. We know everybody wants a good life, even you, Gurren, you want to protect that child and we are offering the child a good life and you know that you don't have any danger from us, then you would like to live a good life with us, Neji said. Gurren noticed that those were good peoples and they were not even hurting their enemies, so she made her mind that she will live there to give Yukimaru a good life because she took his mother's life. Yukimaru woke up and saw that Guren's hands were tired. He was scared. Then Naruto untied her hands and said, "Don't worry, she is okay," Naruto said. "Where are we going?" Yukimaru asked. "We are going home," Naruto asked. He talked to everyone on the way, especially with Naruto, and he seemed happy that he was going home. They reached at Konoha Gate. Naruto stopped there and said, "We would have to apply a seal on you so that you can't harm anyone in the village. Don't worry, it will not hurt you. We are giving you the security, but it is for our security," Naruto said. "It is okay, I am ready and I promise I will not hurt anyone until Yukimaru is safe," Guren said. "Good, you are welcome to the Leaf Village. Now you are the citizen of the village hidden in the leaf," Naruto said and smiled. "You will be under observation for few months and you would have to cooperate with us too," Naruto said. Guren nodded. And they reached at the Hokage office. Tsunade sent Guren to interrogation room and ordered Sakura to take Yukimaru to the hospital, and then they reported the mission. "We destroyed all of the hideouts of Orochimaru except one. We don't have the location of that, and we got to know about the Sasuke Uchiha he killed and left from the hideout before we even reached there. And now no one knows about where Sasuke is and about Kabuto too. We have killed all of the dangerous test subjects on Orochimaru and released some innocent civilians too," Shukaku informed. "You all did a good work," Tsunade said. "And now I want you to send some spies to look for Sasuke Uchiha and Kabuto too and gather as much as information about Akatsuki and the last hideout of Orochimaru," Tsunade said. Shukaku Nara nodded. "And you, Yamato and Kakashi, you both are going to help Naruto to create another jutsu?" Jiraiya asked him to teach, "and then you will leave on the mission to find Akatsuki and kill them. He has a dangerous jutsu. Why does he needs more in that situation?" Shukaku asked. "Because his next opponents are not going to be easy targets," Tsunade said. "Those all are going to be the S-rank shinobis. Gather as much as information on that group and will destroy that group," Tsunade said. And then everyone left from there. "Why are we going to train right now?" Naruto asked. "Because you are going to train not," Sai said, "and you don't ever get tired," Sai said and smiled. "That's a fake smile. I think you should work on it," Naruto said. "But he is making a progress," Tsunade said and smiled. "Can I get some time? I did a lot of work," Naruto said. "I know what you want, Naruto. Go talk to her and come back as soon as possible," Kakashi said. Naruto left from there to talk to Hinata. He reached towards Hinata and then asked her if she would go a date with him. She blushed and nodded. "After you finish your training with your new jutsu, then we will go on a date," Hinata said. And then Naruto left from there to start his training. "Then what kind of jutsu this is going to be?" Naruto asked. "We are going to add the chakra nature into your Rasengan." "Means we will add your wind chakra nature into the Rasengan," Kakashi said. "Sure, so what are we going to do first?" Naruto asked. "You would have to work on your wind style chakra nature first and then we will add it into the Rasengan," Kakashi said. Naruto nodded. "First we are going to the leaf cutting exercise," Kakashi said. "Do it with your clones," Kakashi said. "So how many clones you want to create?" Naruto asked. "You are watching the tree. I need as much clones as the leaves," Kakashi said. "That's too much, but still." Naruto crossed his fingers and created 5,000 clones for the leaf cutting exercise. And he completed the exercise in just one day. "The next step is water cutting exercise," Kakashi said. "What do you mean water cutting?" Naruto asked. "Yamato, show him," Kakashi said. The Yamato created a waterfall with water style and then place a tree there on which Naruto can stand and practice the water cutting exercise. When your wind style chakra would be good enough, you would be able to cut the flow of water easily and then you can add it into your Rasengan, Kakashi said. "Sure," Naruto said. "Can you make the waterfall a little bit bigger so that I can practice with at least 200 or 300 clones?" Naruto said. "Do it, Yamato. He never liked practicing on low level," Kakashi said. Then Yamato increased the size of waterfall. And Naruto started water cutting exercise. Whenever Naruto's any clones make any progress, Naruto dispels all clones and again creates the clone again. "Why are you in hurry?" Kakashi asked. "After completing this jutsu I will go to find Sasuke myself," Naruto said. "Our spies are looking for him." Naruto, "Don't worry, we will get any information about Sasuke." Naruto did the training until the evening, and in the evening Naruto was tired because he used so much chakra. In the evening they eat food, and from the next day Naruto started his training again, and this time he made some progress in the noon until the evening. Naruto got it perfect. Then the next morning Naruto just had to add the wind chakra into the Rasengan. Naruto was trying to add the wind chakra into the Rasengan. It was the time of afternoon. Naruto was doing his practice when he got to know that Asuma Jonin sensei of Team 10 died in the fight with Akatsuki. Naruto was sad to know about this, that Asuma died into the battle because village had to save him from the Akatsuki group. Naruto was angry to know about this. He went into the funeral, and after that day Naruto started his training to complete the jutsu. He wanted to go on the mission, but Kakashi told him to complete jutsu first. The next day Shikamaru made up his mind and planned everything about to kill Hidan. And the Kakuzu were there in a team, but Hidan killed Asuma and he was immortal according to him. Shikamaru, being a genius, planned every move to kill him. He was just sitting with his teammate to talk for few minutes. "So where are we leaving?" Shikamaru Choji asked. "What are you talking about?" Shikamaru asked. "Don't forget we are together since my childhood. I can tell you. What are you even thinking about? Now just tell me when to leave," Choji asked. "Why do you think I will go to take the revenge?" Shikamaru asked. "'Cause I am thinking it too, and you know it. I will be with you whenever you will go. I can't let my best friend go alone on a mission," Choji said. "Don't you dare forget about me, guys, or I will kill you," Ino said. "We will leave in the morning when everybody will be sleeping," Shikamaru said. The next morning, they got ready to leave the village, but Kakashi stopped them and said, "Do you think you were the only one who cared about him? He was my friend too. I also want to kill them, but you should wait for a day or two. Naruto is about to complete his jutsu. We will take him with us for this mission," Kakashi said. "You know about him. He will never let anyone take a chance to fight with them, and the thing is I want to kill him on my own," Shikamaru said. "What about the second member? What are thinking about him?" Kakashi said. "We will kill him too," Shikamaru said. "Have you seen his any abilities, or you know anything about his skills?" Kakashi asked. "No, I don't know, but I know about this much, that I am not going to wait any longer now," Shikamaru said. "Okay, fine, I will be going with you," Kakashi said. "Then who will stop Naruto?" Shikamaru asked. "Leave him to me, I know how to handle him," Kakashi said. Shikamaru nodded and then told him the plan. Naruto reached there and asked, "What do you think? You guys are leaving without me?" Naruto said. "Yes, we are leaving without you because you are not allowed to leave the village until you complete Jutsu," Kakashi said. "What if you got hurt? For me too, I don't want anyone to get hurt because of me," Naruto said. "It is not about you, Naruto, and besides we are comrades, we do so many things for each other. Give me your kunai and you can come to me after completing your jutsu," Kakashi said. And then they all four left from there. And Naruto went back to his training. "I would have to complete it as soon as possible," Naruto thought in his mind. Yamato was with him to help him complete his training. Naruto created 2,000 clones to work on that jutsu. He made huge progress in one day, but the jutsu takes a lot of chakra from him. So now he was training with Kurama's chakra so he can save his own chakra to fight with the two Akatsuki member. Naruto started his training the next day too, and in the time of evening Naruto again made some progress. He was training continuously with hundreds of his clone. Only he can do this kind of training. To be honest, he is only who can complete this kind of training on his own, Yamato thought in his mind. Naruto even trained in the night and slept because of tiredness. The next day in the morning he got a solution for the jutsu. He created a clone to add the wind chakra nature into his normal chakra. This is how he can create bigger one and make it fast. After making it, Naruto checked it out on the ground, and the one blow of that jutsu created a big crater around 50 feet in diameter and depth. "It is complete now, we better get going," Naruto said. On the other hand, Kakashi and Team 10 was fighting against those two Akatsuki members. Shikamaru read their moves and caught one of them with his shadow possession jutsu and took him into the forest. In the meantime, Kakashi has attacked on the other member named Kakuzu. Kakashi pierced his heart, but still he was alive. He was able to use all 5 chakra nature and he had a big chakra reserve. But Kakashi was still fighting with him. After few minutes of fight, when Kakashi pierced another heart, he got to know that his opponent had 5 hearts. "You destroyed my 2 heart and now I will kill you and will take your heart and put it into myself." Kakashi was looking tired. He was about to attack on him again, but Naruto and Yamato appeared there. "Looks like we reach here at the right time," Naruto said. "You take rest for a while, Kakashi-sensei, and you both too, Ino Choji." "Where is Shikamaru?" Naruto asked. "He took Hidan into the forest to kill him," Choji said. "Captain Yamato, go to help him. I will take care of him here now." Kakashi summoned Pakken there and then told him to take Yamato with him to help Shikamaru. "Hey Yamato, how much he learned?" Kakashi asked. "Honestly, I never seen a destructive jutsu like that. You will know it when you will see it," Yamato said and left from there. And now Naruto was in front of Kakuzu. "I am surprised that the brat like you think can fight against me alone," Kakuzu said. "You will get to know how much spoiled I am. After few minutes you will be saying that I was the strongest opponent you ever fight," Naruto said. "You were talking about the strongest opponent? How you don't even know whom I fight with," Kakuzu said. Like I care about it I only this much that I am going to kill you now, Naruto said. I even survived against your first Hokage. I had a fight with him. You still think you can kill me, Kakuzu said. You really had a fight with first Hokage Hashirama Senju, Naruto asked. Yes, I survived that battle and I am going to kill you all and take your hearts for me. I think I should be serious about you if you really had a fight against him, Naruto said. And then crossed his fingers and created few hundred clones to know about his skills. But he killed all of the clones in few minutes with his long-range attack. I got it now, Naruto said. And created few clones again, and then his clones threw that kunai towards Kakuzu, and the moment kunai passed from his side Naruto teleported and hit him with Rasengan and marked him and teleported back there. He has 5 hearts, Naruto, and we were able to destroy only 2 of them, Kakashi said. Yeah, but now we destroyed his 3 hearts, Naruto said. What, he destroyed another one this soon? He is getting more dangerous day by day, Kakashi thought in his mind. Choji and Ino were shocked to know about this too. And then Naruto started created a wind-style Rasengan. What enormous chakra it is, forming a shuriken with wind chakra, Kakashi thought in his mind. I will get him with my new jutsu, Naruto said. Kakuzu saw it and said, I can't afford to get hit by this jutsu, I would have to shift to the wide range mode. But before he can do anything, Naruto teleported from there and then hit him with his wind-style Rasengan and took him down in just one hit. Kakuzu flew from there with wind-style Rasengan. And the moment that wind-style Rasengan expanded, it damaged every cells of Kakuzu's body and created 50 feet diameter crater around him. But Naruto, it hurts Naruto's hand too. When the shock wave of that jutsu came there, Ino, Kakashi and Choji were not ever able to stand there properly, and when the jutsu vanished, Kakuzu were there in so bad condition. Naruto again teleported there and cuts him head with his swords and then pierced his rest hearts with wind chakra added kunai. After killing Kakuzu, Naruto was thinking about to help Shikamaru, but before he can go there, Shikamaru with Yamato came there. Ino saw Naruto's hand was injured, but his chakra started healing him, and plus Kurama's chakra healed him. They all left towards the village. Your wind-style Rasengan is so destructive, Naruto, Kakashi said. Yeah, it is. I named it Rasenshuriken and I can't make so much of them. I can make only 8 times with my chakra, Naruto said. The fact is only you can make it because you have a lot of chakra. You have around 15 to 20 times more chakra than me, Kakashi said. Kurama laughed at this, said he knows nothing about you, Kurama said. Yeah, he is talking about my original chakra, not stored chakra. Yeah, your original chakra is around or maybe more than 20 times or more than this. The truth is if he wasn't suppressing the 9 tails he would have more than 200 of my chakra, Kakashi said to the team, and team was very shocked to know about this. And what if he would have the chakra storing seal on that much chakra? He would have 10 times stored, and 10 times sage means 20 times more chakra than that. 4,000 times of your chakra, Shikamaru said. What are you talking about, Shikamaru? Choji asked. How can someone have that much chakra? Choji asked. Technically he is right, Kakashi was shockingly said. So without even Kurama he would have this much strong, Yamato said. But right now with Kurama he is more strong because Kurama has nearly infinite amount of chakra. Kurama is ever stronger than him, Kakashi said. Yes, he is. We all know what he is capable of, Yamato said. You heard it, Kurama. They are your fan, Naruto teased Kurama. Yeah, because I am the stronger, Kurama said and laughed. Naruto was laughing on his own. What's so funny? Ino asked. Because Kurama thinks he is the strongest of us all, Naruto said and laughed. And but the fact is he got control 2 times and sealed 2 times, Naruto said and laughed. Ino was shocked to hear this and thinking that how can Naruto make fun of Kurama like this. What did you just say? Kurama asked. Yeah, I said you are the strongest of all until I will beat you into the fight, Naruto said. I am going to kick your ass into the battle, Kurama said. He said he is going to kick my ass into battle with him, Naruto said and laughed. You made him mad. It can be dangerous for you, and beside think about it, if you really will be able to fight against him, Ino asked. Yeah, I will fight him and win against him, Naruto said. They went to the village, and when Tsunade checked up the body of Kakuzu, she said. This jutsu is really so much strong, he even destroyed every single cell of his body and it harmed Naruto too. If he was not able to heal himself so fast, his hand can be permanently damaged too, and he would not be able to use chakra. Tsunade banned Naruto to use that jutsu ever again. Naruto remembered that Choji said that Choji thought that Naruto was going to throw that jutsu. He was thinking about to train on that jutsu again. But before this they all had to go on the mission to find Sasuke Uchiha. They got the information that Sasuke was looking for Itachi to kill him. They will leave for Sasuke after 2 days. Jiraiya came back in the village and Tsunade summoned Naruto in the Hokage office to talk to him. Naruto reached into the Hokage office and saw Jiraiya and said, "Hey grandpa, I didn't you were back in the town again. I came here before few minutes and I have heard you have done a lot of things. You have killed an Akatsuki member in just few minutes," Jiraiya said. "Yeah, you know I often do big things," Naruto said. "Yeah, I know it," Jiraiya said. "What do you think? You would like to see my new jutsu?" Naruto said. "Sure, how can I refuse my grandson's offer like this? They really are a lot alike. Both are strong and fearless and cheerful," Shizune said and laughed. "You forgot one more thing, they both are idiot. Now go and stop Naruto and let me handle Jiraiya." Suand went to Jiraiya and hit him on the head and said, "I am still here." And Shizune caught Naruto's ear and said, "Aren't you forgetting that Lady Hokage summoned you?" "Oh really?" Naruto said. "You think you can handle her? For me she talks a lot and she worries a lot," Naruto said. "Yeah, 'cause she cares about you," Shizune said and laughed and hit Naruto on his head. "You shouldn't beat me, big sister, because I am the strongest shinobi of Konoha. You should respect me. You are such a drama, nobody can stop me hitting you, Naruto. I am your older sister. And that's what you always take advantage of," Naruto said. "Naruto, we got the information that Sasuke is looking for the Itachi and you will be going after him and take him back into the village after 2 days. Will you go with them or not?" Jiraiya Tsunade said. "Nope, I would go to another mission I got the information about," Jiraiya said. Jiraiya looked towards Tsunade and she understood it and. "But before going there I will be spending some time with Naruto," Jiraiya said. Before leaving from there, Naruto broke the plaster on his hand and then showed it to Tsunade and said, "I am all right now. You will be leaving tomorrow now because I was waiting for you to heal," Tsunade said. "Go have fun for now," Tsunade said. "But why don't you want me to spend time with him?" Jiraiya said. "Because you are a pervert and I don't want my son to be like you," Tsunade said. "Guess what, he is my godson, not yours," Jiraiya said and laughed. "Oh yeah. Guess what, I am the Hokage," Tsunade said, "and you will be doing what I will." They both left from there and Naruto said, "We don't listen to anybody, we do what we like." Now Tsunade was angry and Shizune was laughing to listen to that. "This is the reason Naruto acts like kids," Tsunade said. "And I can see that Jiraiya started doing this kind of things more since he came back from Naruto's training. I guess he learned his habits," Tsunade said. "After watching them, nobody can tell that these two are strongest shinobi of the hidden lead. I was troubled with one Jiraiya and he created another one, but the good thing about those two, they are good souls," Tsunade said. "The good thing that Naruto is not a pervert like Master Jiraiya," Shizune said. "Yeah, you were right, otherwise they both are a lot alike," Tsunade said. Naruto and Jiraiya had so much fun the whole day. Naruto showed Jiraiya his new jutsu and told him that it hurts him too. "That's amazing, Naruto, this jutsu is so amazing," Jiraiya said. "Yeah, but she is right, you shouldn't use that jutsu," Jiraiya said. "Yes, until," Naruto said. "Until you got the solution of the problem," Jiraiya said and laughed. The next day Naruto left on the mission to find Sasuke with Team 8 and his team. They were 8 people on the mission: Naruto, Sakura, Sai, Kakashi, and Hinata, Kiba, Shino and Yamato. They all left to find the Sasuke, and on the other hand Sasuke was finding Itachi. But in the Sasuke found Deidara and the Tobi on the way. Tobi was the new member of his team, he wears the mark to hide his face. Sasuke saw them and then he decided to ask about Itachi. So he went to Deidara to ask about Itachi and activated his Mangekyou Sharingan. After watching this, Tobi got to know that Sasuke had the eternal Mangekyou Sharingan. How did he got the eternal Mangekyou Sharingan? Tobi thought in his mind. Deidara started fighting against Sasuke. But Sasuke were stronger than in the original, so he countered all of Deidara's moves and then used Amaterasu on Deidara's clay bird, and that bird exploded and Deidara fell on the ground and said, "My art is better than everyone in the world, and now let me show the real art." Deidara said, "This explosion will take everything in 5 kilometers radius and this is going to your last day." Deidara himself turned into the bomb and exploded, but Sasuke used the summoning jutsu to save himself from Deidara's attack. He summoned Orochimaru, summoning Snake Manda, to save himself and controlled him with his Sharingan. And then after few minutes Sasuke's teammate reverse summoned him back. His name was Suigetsu and he has 2 other members in his team. Their names were Jugo and Karen Uzumaki. Sasuke was injured, so they took Sasuke with them, and then Karen healed Sasuke, and after 2 days they left from there because Karen sensed their chakra from miles away. Team Konoha checked up the place where Deidara and then again left from there. Because his team again started getting his scent and then they started chasing the scent from there. When they reached the place from where Konoha team was sensing Sasuke, Karen set a trap for them. She spread Sasuke's scent in so many directions and they left from there. We would have to chase him everywhere, Kakashi said. Naruto crossed his fingers and left in all the directions to look for Sasuke. On the other hand, Sasuke got Itachi's message where he need to go to meet him, and then Sasuke were going there to fight. Him and Team Konoha were chasing Sasuke's scent. When Naruto was looking for Sasuke, he got to meet with Itachi on the way. Itachi saw that Naruto wasn't even running from there. You are alone, why are you not running from here? Don't you think it can be dangerous for you to fight? Itachi said. If you think I can't fight on my own, then you are wrong, and besides I want to ask few questions from you that was bugging from me since a long time. Why you told me your plan that you wanted the eternal Mangekyou Sharingan, and why didn't you come after me to get your father's eyes back? Was it your idea to give me those eyes? Naruto asked. Nope, this was not my idea, Itachi said. This Danjo's doing, I guess, but it was good for me that you have those eyes, Itachi said. You want Sasuke to get eternal Mangekyou Sharingan, right? That's why you told me about your plan, Naruto said. Itachi was confused that how he got to know about this. You were saving Sasuke even when you were not in the village, Naruto said. Why are you so obsessed with him? Itachi asked. Because he is my friend, Naruto replied. What if he will come to kill? Itachi asked. I will stop him without killing him, Naruto said. And what if he came back to destroy Leaf Village? Then what you will do? Itachi asked. As I told you before, I will stop him without killing him, Naruto. He is more like a brother to me and I will protect him, Naruto said. You were talking about you think Sasuke over the village, Itachi said. I never said it. I will protect Konoha without killing him, and besides I know he is not going to do it, Naruto said. Itachi smiled mentally to know about this and then put Naruto under the genjutsu, and one of his crow went under Naruto's mouth. Naruto was thinking that it was the genjutsu, but it was the reality. What was that? Naruto asked. I gave you some of my power, Itachi said. Wait, I need to talk. You didn't answer my question, Naruto said. I am counting on you, Itachi said, and left from there. Naruto didn't discuss with anyone and again started searching for Sasuke again. Sasuke reached at the point where he was going to fight with Itachi. Kisame stopped his team there and only Sasuke left to fight with Itachi. And now Sasuke was in front of Itachi to fight with him. Sasuke pierced his sword into Itachi's heart the next moment, but it was just a genjutsu. Sasuke released the genjutsu and started attacking on Itachi. Why did you leave me alone alive? Sasuke asked. I already told you why I left you alive, Itachi said. No, that wasn't true. If it was true, then why showed me that much love you showed to me before? How can you change all of a sudden like this? Sasuke asked. I never was good to you. I always wanted to take your eyes, but when I got the power, so I killed all clan people to check my visual prowess. And today I will kill you and I will take your eyes, Itachi said. Like this is going to happen now? Sasuke said. Why spared my life twice when you had the chance to kill me? Sasuke asked. I don't like to kill weaklings. I wanted you to become strength to gain the Mangekyou Sharingan, Itachi said. And guess what? Now I have the eternal Mangekyou Sharingan, and which means my visual prowess is better than you, Sasuke said. Itachi attacked on Sasuke with fire-style dragon flames, and then Sasuke countered it with the fire-style dragon flame. Their flames were clashing each other, but then Itachi added the Amaterasu into the fire style. And then Sasuke countered the Amaterasu with Amaterasu. And now Sasuke activated his cursed Mark II state and then started attacking on Sasuke. But Itachi used the Amaterasu on Sasuke's wings and burned them to the ash, but before Amaterasu can hurt Sasuke, he cuts him wings and then attacked on Itachi with Chidori blade, but it had on use. Itachi every time dodges it, and then Sasuke tried to kill him with his Chidori, but again no use. Itachi had more experience than Sasuke, so he dodged it again. Then Sasuke activated his Sasuno and then used Indra's arrow on Itachi. But at the last moment Itachi used his Susanoo to dodge it, and Itachi's Susanoo had Yata Mirror, which can protect him with every single attack. Sasuke attacked on Itachi with Indra's arrow 2 to 3 times, but every time Itachi dodged it. Now Sasuke was getting tired and he used so much chakra to make the Indra's arrows. I would have to admit that you really become stronger, Sasuke, Itachi said. But you shouldn't hurry in any fight, you should read every single move first, Itachi said. You would have killed me because you had even more chakra than me, but you hurried up, Itachi said. Sasuke's Susanoo deactivated. On the other hand, Konoha team was in front of Tobi to look for Sasuke. Naruto attacked on Tobi, but Tobi was tangible, so Naruto passed through him. More team members attacked on Tobi and no use, every attack passed through Tobi. No, no, please don't kill me, this is not right, you are so much against me. Toby is scared, Toby said. Konoha team was attacking on Toby and Naruto was reading every move, but in the fight Toby never attacked on someone. On the other hand, the fight between Itachi and Sasuke was coming to end. Sasuke was on a wall standing with a wall's support. Sasuke saw that Itachi was deactivating his Susanoo, so he attacked on Itachi with his lighting jutsu Kirin, in which the lighting strike comes from the sky and attack on the opponent, but luckily Itachi's Susanoo armor was not fully deactivated because Itachi saw through that Sasuke will be attacking on Itachi again. And now Sasuke's chakra was weak, so Orochimaru tried to come out from Sasuke, but Itachi cut the snakes of Orochimaru and then sealed Orochimaru with his Tatsuka blade. Orochimaru tried to sneak into a small snake form, but Itachi used Amaterasu on him and burnt him into the ashes. Now he was going towards Sasuke. Sasuke was tired to use so much chakra in the battle. He is right, I should have fought him with my brain, not with the power. I had the strength more than him, but I didn't pay attention that he is the biggest Uchiha prodigy Konoha ever produced. Itachi came to him and touched his forehead with 2 fingers. Sasuke was about to attack with him Chidori, but he stopped after this. And then Itachi said sorry to Sasuke and said, forgive me brother, Itachi said, and then Itachi died. Sasuke was so sad now, he was crying over Itachi, he was crying so much. I knew you were protecting me, why you helped me when you wanted to kill me, Sasuke said. You never wanted to kill me, Sasuke said. Zetsu saw all of this. Zetsu was the member of Akatsuki group, but he was not a human. He went from there to Toby and said, Itachi has died now, Sasuke Uchiha won the fight, Zetsu said to Toby. I didn't expect that Sasuke would be able to kill Itachi. I will see you later. Toby changes his voice and said to Konoha team and then teleported from there. His teleportation technique looks a lot like Yukamui-sensei, Naruto said. Yes, I am confused, to Kakashi said. And then Toby went to took Sasuke and Itachi's body with him and left from there. Team Konoha again started searching for Sasuke. They went to the location, but there was no one. There was so much destruction. We lost him again, why is he running from us? He was supposed to come to Konoha first, Naruto thought in his mind. We would have to get back to the village, Kakashi said. We got the orders from Lady Hokage to get back to village. They all got back to the village and reported about the mission. Then Naruto asked, why did you call us back in the village? There is a reason why I called you back here. I want you get ready for the new mission, Tsunade said. Which mission? asked. Jiraiya went to a mission to gather the information about the Akatsuki leader. Maybe we will be fighting against them. We have to get ready for the fight and wait for Jiraiya to come back to the village, Tsunade said. Where is he right now? Naruto asked. I don't know where he is, but he said that he was going to gather more information about the Akatsuki leader, and when he will return we will plan a move against the Akatsuki and we will be fighting against them. Till then you should train and get ready to fight. The time will come I will call all of you to plan the move against them, Tsunade said. Naruto nodded and left from there to train his new jutsu. On the other hand, when Sasuke woke up, and when we saw Madara in front of him, Sasuke's programmed Amaterasu, which Itachi programmed into him, activated and then attacked on Madara. Madara went into the darkness and came back safe, nothing happened to him. Then Madara told him the truth about his brother. And he promised him to help him to kill Danzo. But he would have to capture the 8 tails for him, Madara said. I don't need anyone's help to kill that bastard, I can do it on my own, Sasuke said. You think you can fight against a village on your own? Madara said. Do you think Danzo was this strong that he alone can threaten your brother to kill his whole clan? A person who can kill his whole clan would just get threatened by one person, Madara said. Now Sasuke was thinking about this. Think about this, I can help you in your mission, only you will kill Danzo, but I will help you buy time to kill the Danzo, Madara said. But before that you would have to capture the 8 tails for me and then I will help you with anything you need to kill Danzo, Madara said. Now Sasuke was angry with Konoha. He wanted to kill that every person who ordered his brother to kill his clan, and everybody helped Danzo to do it. So he went to capture the 8 tails from the Land of Lightning. The Jinchuriki of Land of Lightning of 8 tails was the younger brother of Raikage of the village. His name was Killer Bee and he used to rap all the time and people used to call him the perfect Jinchuriki. On the other hand, Jiraiya was gathering more and more information about the leader of Akatsuki. His name was Pain. Jiraiya got so much information about the Pain and he was thinking about his abilities. Pain had so much abilities. He used to control the rain on the Hidden Rain village and so many other feats. Those were so effective and no normal person can achieve it. He is such a strong opponent. I think I should leave from here now, and first we should Kill the Akatsuki member and then fight with him when he is alone, Jiraiya thought, and was thinking about to leave from there. But a girl came there to stop him. Jiraiya saw her and he knew the girl. She used to be his student. Are you Conan? Why you want to fight with me? I have heard that you died. What happened to you? Who is doing all this? We are not as before we used to be. Now I work for Akatsuki and Lord Pain is trying to achieve the peace. It is his goal, Conan said. I don't understand how exactly is this peace, Jiraiya asked. You shouldn't be here. We would have to kill if you will come into his way, Conan said. What about Yahiko and Nagato? Where are those? Jiraiya asked. Don't you think you are late to ask this? Conan said. It is time for you to die, Sensei. Forgive me for this, but it is an order from the Lord Pain. It is for the peace you once wanted, Conan said, and started attacking on Jiraiya. She attacked with paper on Jiraiya, but Jiraiya burned them all with his fire style. And when Jiraiya was fighting against Konoha, paths of pain came there and they started attacking on Jiraiya. The animal path was there too, so she summoned giant monsters to fight against Jiraiya and they were fighting to kill him. Jiraiya summoned giant toads to fight against the summoning monster and he was fighting against the paths of the pain. When all the paths of pain gathered there, they were getting upper hand on Jiraiya, so he decided to enter the sage mode. He entered the sage mode and summoned the older sages to fight with pain. And told them they have to get as much information as possible so that Naruto and he can fight against the pain next time. Jiraiya went back to fight with pains and now he was in the sage mode. All paths of pain started attacking on him, but he killed 4 paths of the pain one by one. Older sages disrupted their vision with their frog song. They got to know that all the pain's vision was somehow connected and all the pains has some unique ability. Jiraiya was trying to make him understand, and in the end he got to know that the real pain was not even there. He remembered his student named Yahiko and now he was with the Rinnegan which Nagato used to have. He got to know that now Yahiko was a puppet, that means anyone else was controlling him. He was just trying to find out who was behind all this. When he killed 4 paths of the pain he started fighting against the Diva path, but he was unable to see Naraka path there. After a min all the path of the pain gathered again. What, I thought I took care of them before, then why they are here now, Jiraiya thought in his mind. And all the pains started attacking on Jiraiya. I think you should leave from here, Jiraiya boy, you can't fight against them all, Lord Fugasaku said. There is no way they will let me go from here, and besides we don't know about his all abilities, Jiraiya said. Now they all were attacking on Jiraiya and Fugasaku fell from Jiraiya's shoulder into the fight when pain cut his hand. When Fugasaku fell from his shoulder and he reverse summoned Naruto there to save Jiraiya. Naruto was training when he got summoned there. Naruto appeared there and saw that Jiraiya was in bad condition, was fighting against all the paths of the pain. Go Naruto boy, take him with you and teleport from here, Fugasaku said. Naruto was so angry to see this. Naruto entered the sage mode and created 2 clones to fight against those pains. Naruto threw so many kunai here and there to use them into the fight. Now Jiraiya was in a bad condition, he was so much injured he got stabbed by the chakra road of the pain. We have to save him first, Naruto boy, Fugasaku said. Naruto killed 2 paths of pain and took Jiraiya and then teleported from there into the Leaf Village, and now his 2 clones were fighting against the paths of the pain to know about their abilities. They got to know that one of the pain can summon giant monster to fight against them, on can control attractive and repulsive forces, and he was the main in all paths. And one of the path can absorb chakra and ninjutsu too, because when Naruto attacked on his with his Rasengan he absorbed it easily. And one can use the advanced weaponry. And one can restore other paths, and one of the clone disappeared from there when a path of pain tried to read his mind and tried to rip out his soul. Another clone took their kunais and he was trying to take one of the body to the Leaf Village, but they all gathered again, so he teleported from there into the village and put his kunais in Naruto's apartment and then dispelled himself, and Naruto got their memories. Naruto was so sad to see Jiraiya was in so bad condition. Naruto was in front of Jiraiya, he was sad to see him. My time has come to leave, Naruto, now forgive me that I am giving a big responsibility, promise me that you will try your best to achieve the peach, Jiraiya said. You don't need to tell me about this, I am going to do whatever it takes to achieve the peace, and I want you to help me to do that. I wanted to see you become Hokage and to be with you when you become Hokage as I was with your father, Jiraiya said. Now Naruto's eyes were wet to see Jiraiya in this much bad condition, and his condition was getting weaker now. Jiraiya died into Naruto's hands, and even Tsunade was crying on Jiraiya's death. Now Naruto was crying so much to see Jiraiya died, his death caused him so much pain in his eyes, and his eyes changed again. His eyes now become purple and there were lines type in his eyes. Naruto was crying on Jiraiya's death. They did Jiraiya's funeral and Naruto was so sad now. He wasn't doing anything, he was just crying in his house all day. After 2 days in the evening, Naruto was sitting in the park and thinking about Jiraiya when Iruka came to him and took the popsicle from his hand and broke into 2 pieces and then said to Naruto, "What are you doing here, Naruto? You should be training. You know it that you would have to fight Pain who killed Master Jiraiya. You know he could have returned into the village. You know why he fought the Pain, because he wanted to save you. He gave his life to save, and it is your turn to pay him back," Iruka said. "Yes, he is right, Naruto. He knew that you were with him, then you would have killed Pain, but he still fought him that he can save you from him. And now it is your turn to pay him back, avenge him," Kurama said. "And after now I will work on his dream to achieve the peace, but how could I do it?" Naruto said. "You just start finding the way to achieve the peace. He has a faith in you and you know it that I will help you in everything. You got the same eyes as him, now you would have to train these eyes." "I knew a person who has the same eyes in the past," Kurama said. "Who?" Naruto asked. "Sage of 6 Paths have the same eyes and he was so strong," Kurama said. "Lord Fugasaku told me about the Sage of 6 Paths too. Maybe he knows about it too. Maybe he knows something about the Rinnegan too." The next day Lord Fugasaku came there to talk to Naruto to tell him the abilities of Pain. He was into the Hokage office and asked Tsunade to call Naruto there. After few minutes Naruto came there. He had dark circles under his eyes now and now his was in purple. Fugasaku saw that Naruto now has the Rinnegan. "How did you get Rinnegan, Naruto boy?" Fugasaku asked. "I don't know how. I also wanted to ask you about this too. You told me about the Sage of 6 Paths. Kurama told me that Sage of 6 Paths had the same eyes, so I wanted to know if you know anything about these eyes." "I would like to know," Naruto asked. "I don't know about these eyes, but I guess Lord Elder would have any information about these eyes." "You should come to Mount Mayuboku to know about this," Fugasaku said. "And what about Pain?" Naruto asked. "I guess he would be recovering his chakra and then he would make any move to find you, but before he makes a move you would have to return here in the village," Fugasaku said. Naruto left from there to Mount Mayuboku to learn about the Rinnegan. He talked to Lord Elder about the Rinnegan, but he doesn't know about the Rinnegan too, so Naruto would have to train them on his own. He got some information about Rinnegan while fighting with Pain. So he will try to learn about those techniques only until the Pain comes to find him. He knew that now he can't leave the village now because he knew that Pain come to the village to find him. Naruto came back to the village and started working on the Rinnegan. He first worked on attractive and repulsive force and then thinking about if he can absorb chakra as Pain did. Naruto created a clone and then asked him to absorb the chakra when he attacks on him. Rasengan clone did as Naruto asked him to do. After this Naruto started working on his jutsu. He knew he would have to fight against Pain, so he should have another strong jutsu to fight against Pain, Naruto thought in his mind. Naruto was training into the forest of death and he slept while training. Pain arrived into the village and started attacking on villagers. He killed so many shinobis in just few minutes when he doesn't get to know about Naruto. He flied into the air to use the almighty push on village. He knew that Naruto will come there to save the people of the village. Naruto woke up after hearing so many voices. He sensed that someone attacked onto the village. He teleported into the village and saw that Pain was flying in the sky and he was saying something. Naruto saw him and then created Rasenshuriken on Pain and threw in his direction, but still Pain used the almighty push on the village. When his jutsu was finished the whole village was destroyed in just one blow. He really is so strong, Naruto though in his mind. And stood up on the ground and now all the 6 path of Sage in front of him. He entered the Sage mode. "You know about the Sage Jutsu as Jiraiya Sensei," Pain said. "You said him Sensei?" Naruto asked. "Yes, once he was my master too, which makes us the sibling students," Pain said. "I want you to surrender. You know it. You can't win against me," Pain said. "And this is the final warning from a god," Pain said. And when the dust cleared then Pain saw that Naruto has the same as his. "How did you get the Rinnegan?" Pain asked. "I don't know, but I know only this, that I will kill you today," Naruto said. Before fight start came there and said, "I will never forget you for this. I am going to settle this right now. I don't need you now. The time as I am searching for Pain and one path attacked." Before can finish his sentence Naruto stopped him in just a punch and said, "There is no need for you to both in this matter. Let me handle the situation. You go and rest," Naruto said. And then created hand signs and then summoned 3 giant toads and both elder toads and Gamakichi there and asked Gamakichi to take Tsunade with him. And asked all the toad to guard there and elder toad to watch it. But before going Tsunade gave the peach of her summoning animal and said, "Take Katsuyu with you. She has the information about him." There is no need I had fight with him before too, Naruto said. I want nobody interfere in this fight, I can't think about anyone else while fighting, Naruto said. The animal paths summoned giant monsters there to attack on Naruto. But before Naruto can do anything, toads attacked on them and said, now focus on your fight, Gamabunta said. Naruto took out his kunais and spread everywhere. First you, the summoning one, Naruto said, and threw a kunai in her direction, and the moment kunai passed for her side she dodged it, and then Naruto attacked on her with his Rasengan, but she dodged it without even watching it. But Naruto absorbed his Rasengan and then pulled that paths towards him and then attacked on her with him Rasengan and killed her in just one blow. All the summoning animals disappeared from there. Now the one who can resurrect them, Naruto thought in his mind. Naruto created clones and used the smoke bomb, and he left in the air with bomb. His one clone created a Rasenshuriken to attack from the front and did the same, and when he threw the Rasenshuriken in his direction, Sakura woke up and saw that someone was fighting against Pain. He asked a Byakugan user beside her. He told her that Naruto is fighting against Pain. He is creating a Rasengan and its shape is forming like a shuriken, Byakugan user said. What, he is using Rasenshuriken? It is not good for him, Sakura said. Everybody came out of the places they were stuck in. Hinata saw that Naruto was fighting Pain alone. She was going to help him, but Katsuyu stopped her and said he asked not to interfere in this fight. Don't worry, he can handle it, Tsunade said. But still, Lady Tsunade, we can't let him fight alone. She is right. The biggest teamwork we can give him is we can stay away from this fight. Only he can fight against Pain, only he has the skills and chakra to do it. And he got the Rinnegan too, he is in class of his own, Shukaku, Nara said. Just wait here and see, Shukaku said. In the fight, Naruto threw a Rasenshuriken on the Diva path, but the one with ability to absorb the ninjutsu came into way and absorbed the jutsu, but it transformed into Naruto, and then Naruto attacked on him and killed him in one hit. And from the above, Naruto attacked on Naraka path with double Rasengan in his hand and killed the Naraka path in just one hit. 4 down, only 2 left, Naruto said. And in this time a shuriken came towards there from another direction and exploded the human path, and before it explodes Naruto teleported on another kunai. And now only you and I are left, Naruto said. Since all the paths died. Diva path pulled Naruto towards him, but Naruto teleported from there. And now they were fighting on their own. Since Naruto was in Sage mode, his strike was stronger than Pain. Pain used Almighty Push again on Naruto and Naruto flew from there. Naruto stood up and teleported into the ground again. Again Pain used Almighty Push against Naruto, but this time Naruto teleported from there, and before Pain can recover, Naruto punched the Pain and asked him where is the real Pain. Naruto can't kill him without getting the information about the real Pain, so he was just fighting with Pain only with taijutsu. And while fighting, Pain pierced Naruto with his chakra road, which gave Naruto the location of the real Pain. Pain again used Almighty Push on Naruto. Naruto again flew from there. But before Naruto can stood up, Pain used Catastrophic Planetary Devastation, which was pulling everything in the sky. Naruto teleported on the ground, but still the ball was pulling the ground towards it. Again Naruto was getting pulled into the direction of that ball. Destroy that ball, Naruto, Kurama said. No use, I can't be still here and I can create the Rasenshuriken with the help of my clone only, Naruto said. Let me use the tailed beast bomb on this, Kurama said. Naruto nodded, and then Kurama increased Naruto's chakra so soon and directly Naruto was in 6 tails state and then 7 tails state and then 8 tails, and then Kurama used the tailed beast bomb on the ball and destroyed it. Since we are out for the village now, let handle this, Naruto. Open the seal, Kurama said. I can handle him, Naruto said in the psychic mind. Let me have some fun, Naruto, Kurama said. Just open the seal. Naruto was going to open the seal, but Minato stopped him. Said, what are you going to do? Minato asked. I was just going to open the seal, Naruto said, and hugged Minato. How did you came here, Dad? Naruto said. So you know me? Minato asked. So tell me, why were you going to open the seal? Because Kurama want to fight with him, Naruto said. Kurama? Minato asked. 9 tails, it is his name, he is my friend, Naruto said. The why he is asking you to open the seal? Minato asked. Because he want to fight, nothing else, and after this fight we can lock the seal again. And how do you think you can open the seal? Minato said. There would be a sealing jutsu I can check out. I can do it, Naruto said. Nope, there is a key to open and close the seal, and since you don't have to key then you should not try it, Minato said. Then where in the key to open the seal? I gave a seal to a toad of Mount Mayubi. Okay, you will get the seal from him. Till that time you would have to wait in 9 tails too. It is okay, no problem, Kurama said. Your sealing is getting damaged, this can kill you, Naruto. I would have to repair you seal. I tried so hard to become strong and trained so much to become this much strong, and I met with Grandpa Jiraiya and he killed him, and before dying he entrusted me with a mission to achieve peace, and now I am confused that how can I do it? If he was not able to do it, then how would I do it? Because he trusted on you, I too trust on you, Naruto Minato said. You do? Naruto asked. Well, it's parent duty to unconditionally trust in their children, Minato said. How can I do it if you and Grandpa was not able to do it? Naruto asked. We trust you, Naruto, that you will somehow be able to do it, Minato said. It is time for me to leave, Minato said. Next time take care, don't use the Kurama's power without having the key with you, Naruto, Minato said. And then repaired Naruto's seal and said, you seal damaged. He repaired the seal and then Naruto was now on the surface of another big ball, and then he jumped from there. Pain saw it and asked himself, can he control the nine tails? And then Naruto started attacking on Pain again. Naruto increased his speed with his chakra and now he was attacking on Pain so hard. Pain used Almighty Push on him, because of which Naruto flew from there, and when the effect of Almighty Push finished, Naruto teleported beside Pain and used a Rasengan on him and killed the last remaining Pain. And then Naruto pulled out a road from Pain body and then sensed the real Pain's chakra. Naruto was going towards him to talk to him. Konoha's high-ranking shinobis stopped him and asked him where he was going to talk to the real Pain. And Katsuyu told it to the villagers that Naruto has killed the last remaining Pain too, and now he is going to talk to the real Pain. Shukaku Nara Inoichi Yamanaka and one another shinobi headed towards Naruto and stopped him. Naruto stopped and said, it makes no difference who won or who lose, we lost our so many shinobis and now I am going to talk to the real Pain, Naruto said. Why are you going all alone? Shukaku Nara asked. You know it, why I am going alone, and besides there is something I want to check out, Naruto said. Do you think he deserves to talk? Inoichi said. And what do you think will change it? I will directly kill him. Believe I myself want to kill him so badly, but still it would not change anything, Naruto said. I killed the Pain, I think we should respect his feelings, Shukaku said. And then Naruto went alone from there towards the real Pain. Naruto reached towards the real Pain. Why did you come here? You want to kill me now? You hate me? Pain asked. Yes, I hate and I want to kill you so badly, but only one thing is stopping me from killing you, and that is I want to ask you some question. You told once you were his student, then how is the world his student can do these kind of things? Naruto said. You will not understand it. This is for peace. You think it is for peace? You killed so many people on the name of peace. Do you think it is peace? Naruto asked. Then what is peace? How would you achieve the peace? You will never be able to achieve peace until you will not know about the pain. You can't give pain to others if you have seen the pain in your life, Naruto said. Then tell me your way. How would you achieve the peace? Nagato asked. Honestly, I don't know how I will do it, Naruto said. And that means if will not be able to do it, Pain said, and then attacked on Naruto with his chakra road, which pierced Naruto's stomach, and then Pain said, if you can't do it then you would have to die. Kurama became so much angry that his chakra started leaking about from Naruto's body. Calm down, Kurama, I want to talk to him, Naruto said. Now you hate me? Pain asked. Answer is still same, but I don't want to kill you like before even listening to your story. Very well then, let me tell you my story then, since you two have Rinnegan, let me show you this. Pain put Naruto under the genjutsu and showed him everything happened to him in the past. Sure, it was bad, but still it doesn't give the license to kill everyone, Naruto said. Then tell me your way, how you want to do it, Pain asked. I don't know the answer, but I know this, that Grandpa Jiraiya was always ready to help others. He gave his life to save me even when he knew that my chances of winning against him, but still he fought to save me. He loved me, that's why he fought to save me, and that is the only thing I can think of to achieve the peace, to decide not to fight. Today if I will leave, then I will walk my first step in the direction of peace, and if I kill you here I will be betraying my master, Naruto said. Very well then, I got my answer, come here to me, Pain said. Come to you, but why? Naruto said. I want to give you something, Pain said, and then Naruto went in his direction. And then Pain put his hand on Naruto's head and gave him the information about the Rinnegan and then said, I gave you the information about the Rinnegan, that how can you use it? Nagato said, and now it is time for you to give a chance, Pain said. Pain made a hand sign and then was about to do something. Nagato, you really want to do this? Conan said. I want complete silence to focus, Pain said. What he is trying to do? Naruto asked. He is using a jutsu to revive those people killed in this find, but he will lose his life after doing it. Now Naruto was sad to know about this, but before Naruto can do something, Nagato used the Rinne rebirth and all the people who died into the battle came back life. After this Konan took the body of Yahiko and Nagato and was about to leave from there. She made a paper bouquet and gave it to Naruto to put at Jiraiya's grave and said, Nagato entrusted you with his dream, now it is your responsibility to do it. And I am leaving the Akatsuki from now. You get ready for more fights in the future, maybe someone will come to find you again, Konan said and left from there. Naruto went from there and put the flower of Jiraiya's grave and then went into the village and saw that everybody was waiting for him. They all were happy to see him. Kakashi was going towards him, but Naruto reached there before even Kakashi can go there. Nagato gave his life to revive all of you, Naruto said, which means he doesn't deserve hate now, he was a good person, Naruto said. Yeah, it is okay Naruto, come on now, everyone is waiting for you. When Naruto reached there, Hinata hugged him and asked him if he was okay. I am okay Hinata-chan, you please don't worry, Naruto said. And now everybody was cheering for him, they were happy again. Now Naruto has become the hero of the village. Tsunade was unconscious because she used so much chakra to save the villagers. This is for this video. If you like the video, please like the video and subscribe the channel. You can give your review about the video and can give the suggestion for the next video in comment section. Thanks for watching the video, we'll meet you in the next part. You are watching Sage What Ifs.